song stuck in my head. I was like, teamwork, teamwork, making a team, making the dream working. You've got a dream, making a scheme to make your dream work. Teamwork.
What's the story, Wishbone?
Oh no,
Wishbone.
I was sorry, folks. The audio was down, but I was saying how these people have already started, and they've been doing like all these VeggieTales songs while I was trying to get the stream up and going, and now they're not stopping. So we're gonna cancel any game tonight, and we're just gonna.
We moved on to Wishbone.
I know.
Reading Rainbow and Wishbone now.
Oh, Reading Rainbow.
Okay, you know the show that came on after, like, once Wishbone stopped, Between the Lions was also a banging show, too.
Between the Lions.
I vaguely remember that one.
Loved Between the Lions.
See, you guys have a totally different experience with these shows than I do, because while you guys were kids and you were, like, watching these shows, like, on TV, I was a drunk, 20-something coming home from the bar at, like, 6 or 7 in the morning.
Okay, so
and watching these shows on PBS.
Between the Lions came out when I was a teenager, but then the other thing is there's a 10-year age difference between me and my younger sister, so I watched a lot of things.
And then and all the modern stuff I got because I have kids.
Yeah, my sister and I are like 7 years apart, and so we came up like watching Wishbone, Fairy Tale Theater, all of that stuff. Yeah.
I was a PBS kid.
Same. Watching Arthur.
Arthur.
Oh my God! What was the theme? The moment you said that, the theme song popped into my head.
Every day when I walk down the street,
that's it.
And to the people that you meet, have an original point of view. And I say, hey, what a wonderful time of day.
Okay, we're gonna get copyright struck.
I should stop. I don't want us to get banned.
My education was Liberty's Kids and Cyber Chase. That was my shit.
Okay. Can we talk about Mr. Ratburn and his husband?
Yes! He's so gay.
He's so gay.
So gay, and I'm so happy for him.
Meanwhile, Cove is still looking for that vegetable.
I think I've narrowed down that it's from the pirates who don't do anything, but I'm still looking.
But yo,
so
I need to know that I'm not the only one that remembers Ghost Rider.
Yes.
Ghost Rider. Oh my God.
The ghost that spoke through like books and things, would rearrange the letters to what? Apple TV recently remade the show. And it's now like an Apple TV exclusive remake of these kids that solved mysteries with this ghost that only spoke to them through the written word.
I found it. Which one?
It's fucking Prince Alexander. Prince Alexander from the Pirates Who Don't Do Anything, the movie, is the VeggieTales character that gave me gender before I knew what my gender was.
Of course it was royalty.
Oh, yes!
Of course it was royalty. It was always meant to be.
So many tabs.
So many tabs.
The leak. Prince Alexander the leak. Yep.
The leak. It was
the
a leak.
Oh my God. Okay, guys.
I was supposed to be an asparagus.
You're supposed to be an asparagus?
I was close with it being an asparagus. I know somebody who found their gender through the asparagus because they thought that the asparagus was POC coded.
Interesting. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Dinner and a Game, where things start weird and then get uncomfortable. Hi.
Howdy, I gotta get back in my voice now because we're back
shit.
Wherever the hell we are.
Appalachia, remember? Kentucky and Illinois border area? Not Illinois, but Indiana.
I'm just here.
You're the one who no, it was actually Dottie who made us have to get close to Indianapolis.
I did. Because her husband likes the NASCARs.
Yep.
The NASCARs,
them NASCARs.
Them NASCARs, they just drive in a circle.
Really fast.
Really fast.
Listen, it distracts her husband so then she can spend all of his money on random shit.
It's not random. It's, fulfilling a need for entertainment. So, If I is the last game we really played was back in October.
Yep.
Holy shit! Because I was going through and I was like, this can't be. We had to have played at least one. Nope.
Nope. Because a lot of us had personal shit happen this month.
Yep, and real life always comes first.
Sure does.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tomorrow, I have a meeting at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh.
And yeah, and it's with like my boss's boss's boss.
So you have to actually be a person?
Yeah, I had to people at 6:30 in the morning. And I'm going to be up until God knows when with you people.
We're gonna have a hard cutoff then, so you can go to sleep.
Yes.
I don't ever fucking sleep. I don't even know how.
So when you just give just a frying pan and just
I have a lot of German heritage, so my skull is 10 times as thick as it should be. And all the frying pan does is a nice ringing sound.
you just need a cast iron.
Cast iron. Did I
Just
tell
suck
you?
in front of the cast iron. Send you right to Night Town.
Right to night time. And she'd do it too. She loves me.
Why is Sphinx's name still misspelled?
I don't
Where?
know.
Sphinx.
Oh, in the is it misspelled in the Twitch?
Yeah.
How dare you, Detective Diaz?
I am your superior
officer.
officer.
Oh my god.
Oh, and my name hasn't been switched over yet.
You what? Oh shit, I didn't close this. I'll fix it. I can fix anything.
Oh my gosh!
There's also
You
Spink.
spelled my name with a K.
I will fix it. I'm trying to get us live on freaking TikTok.
Spink.
And TikTok doesn't want to cooperate. Spink.
Feel like a tiny marsupial.
You are a tiny
Spink.
marsupial.
It sounds like an onomatopoeia.
Onomatopoeia.
It sounds like an onomatopoeia. It's like,
It does, doesn't it?
you're a sound effect.
You know why? It's because you have the extra A in Akasha, so I'm always freaking out because I want to remember the extra A, and then I messed up the first part and didn't notice. Ladies and gentlemen, now that I'm into my editing mode, I can actually look at one screen. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Sorry for the shaky start. We are going to be playing our Monster of the Week Chronicle called Small Town Life, in which the players play a group of monster hunters who have settled down in a small town in the Western Appalachian mountains, and they basically are kind of like, I guess, the law in this town. The town is populated about 50-50 with supernaturals and straights, and their job is to keep the veritable secret in the bag, as it were. And when last we left off, the only thing I really remember is there was a lot of milfing.
There was a lot of
yeah.
milk.
Yep.
There was a lot of milk. Somebody got their own body. That's not a doll anymore.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And it was described as a MILF body.
Yep.
And Milfily walked away.
Miffley walked everywhere, actually.
Lots of milfing around.
That was supposed to be made into a shirt. I still haven't gotten that done yet.
I want that shirt so bad.
I would wear that as a shirt and just wear it on my own stream, and nobody's not gonna understand. I'll be like, "You just had to have been there," and that's all I'm gonna say.
That's fair. That's fair and true. You had to be there to melt
I had to turn off the comments on that thing for people on that tweet that I made. I had to turn them off to only people that follow me because I kept getting OnlyFans links, and I'm like, "Oh, hello."
Whoa.
Not that I mind. Not that I mind.
But not not relevant to this
But
conversation.
not why you did
plot
that.
relevant.
Not plot relevant.
Not plot. Yeah. This point has no plot armor. We will go somewhere else. All right. So, as part of the whole process of playing a game, we all like to introduce ourselves, and I like to find out how my player's week was. I do know that, luckily enough, they seem to all be in a really good mood. So, I'm hoping that means everyone's had a good week so far. Tell me it's the truth.
I'm here.
Well, then we will start with you. Starshard Stories, how are you doing?
I'm here. I'm sick, but we're here.
Good, excellent, wonderful. And who are you going to be here being, as it were?
Well, I will be playing our big titty goth chick of the group, known as Neslia Stitches Henderson, but everybody calls her Stitches. She likes to punt gnomes, and she likes to argue with Dottie quite a bit.
Yep.
And she is the monstrous.
Only in name, she's a very sweet, nice person.
Most of the time, she hates cheese.
Everyone hates cheese. We'll keep on going around the horn in that direction. Diamond, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I have coffee.
You have coffee? That's good. I have tea. And a slice of pizza.
Oh, pizza.
Yeah, we got Domino's tonight. There was no cooking involved this evening. No way.
I wanted potato soup, but instead I made mashed potatoes and then just doctored up my mashed potatoes like I would potato soup.
That's cool. What do you do? Pure potato soup, or do you do a hybridization? Like my potato soup is a cabbage potato soup.
See, I don't like cooking with cabbage because I don't like the texture of uncooked cabbage. So I don't like cutting it up.
That's the weird thing about the potato soup, because you saute the cabbage, then you boil it, and by the time it's all done and cooked, the cabbage, because it's 90% water, is gone.
Yes.
So
you still have to cut it up before you get it into the pot.
I don't like touching it. If it comes like chopped and like frozen cabbage, I can work with probably, because I can just dump it unceremoniously into a pot and leave it alone.
Yep.
But no, my potato soup is usually I'll boil potatoes, and then I will like do the normal like soup roux nonsense, and put like bacon and some sort of like meat, other protein in there that will give me grease to make a roux.
Yep.
But then I will basically boil the potatoes in veggie stock, and then save half of the water from the potatoes to make like instant mashed potatoes to further thicken the soup.
Got it. So your potato soup is thick. My potato soup is got tons of cheese stuffed into it, and so it's got like a bunch of cheese in it, and then it's got the sautéed cabbage, then whole chunk potatoes, and then like lots of diced onions and bacon.
Yes. So.
Like in my
10
unhinged
pounds
way,
of bacon.
I would like to give a hell yeah to the fact that Diamond's potato soup is thick.
Oh no, my potato soup is nice and thick, just like the milk I'm playing.
And who are you playing?
I'm playing Odette Dottie Charleston. I will be your spooky housewife that is lovable and the perfect combination of Dolly Parton and Elvira. Blessed be their holy names, and unholy too. And I'm playing the cousin to Stitches, who we bicker, but we bicker out of love.
I would love if you could make this canon. I would love if Dottie has just like a little shrine in her house that's like half pink, half black, and on one side it's got a picture of Elvira, and the other side it's got a picture of Dolly Parton.
Yes, it's probably a custom portrait that was made that is basically just like Dolly and Elvira back to back.
That's perfect and beautiful, and I am all here for it. Elvira Parton.
Yes. Yes. Dolly's accent I actually got from Dolly Parton. Like I wanted to emulate that because it's not quite an Appalachian accent, but it's still small enough of a town and centered accent from a lot of the movies that she does.
Yep. Yep, absolutely. And we will continue going around the corn. Cove, how are you?
I am doing shockingly good, considering I had one of the worst nightmares of my life last night.
I am very sorry to hear that.
It is okay. I am actually I had my Lies of P gameplay time, which has meant that I'm in a very good mood now. So we are all good. And kind of speaking of Lies of P, the character that I am playing is Divinu, who is a god formerly trapped in a doll's body. Now it's a little more wibbly wobbly than that. Now there's some leeway, which might be a good thing, might be a bad thing, depending on perspective.
It's all about the concept of, now that you have a body, can you die?
But thanks to having a body, I can now MILF around MILFfully. And later I can DILF around DILFfully. And I will have to figure out what the gender neutral version of that is, because I need DILF? DILF around DILFfully. But all will be done, I assure you. Divinum is an equal opportunity ILF.
Ilf.
Would you be a parent? A pill?
MILF.
A pill?
Interesting.
A parent?
PILF.
Puppet? Also puppet.
Granted.
All of it, just ILF.
Elf also works.
Divinum is simply an ILF.
And finally, rounding out the tour of chaos, Sphinx.
Why, hello there. I am Sphinx Akasha, your current reigning champion of bards. And today I am playing Malcolm Raziel, our spell slinger. He's my take on what if Alec Hardison from Leverage was a bit goth, and also a wizard, and also a librarian. If this were an anime that he starred in, it would be Small Town Life. Subtitle: I went away to try to live a quiet life, but got dragged into some shit.
Correct.
I thought you were gonna have a crush on a succubus, but we're not gonna go there.
You find out about that when you watch the anime. Clearly.
There's a subsect of this anime that deals with impreg. For the possibility of impreg.
For the possibility of it, for sure.
An ovipositor has been mentioned, so we're just going to leave it at that.
Stitch's mom already said if something happens to Stitches, she's going to have a mourning period and then make another one.
Yeah. I mean, right now, he's also kind of like dealing with the fact that his friend, who was once a doll, is now very much a MILF. And it's like, I don't know what to do about this. There are feelings and sensations
sorry,
that I have to contend with that.
I'm sorry, Malcolm. You're just surrounded by hot people now. I'm just sorry.
It happens. Woe is my life.
Climb into the passenger seat. Make sure that the belt buckle is secured. The seat buckle is secured, and this hang on for dear life because we're about to go for a ride.
Indeed.
And ladies and gentlemen,
as Shakespeare would say, me.
And ladies and gentlemen, you can find all these people's links in our chat right now. Everyone here is a content creator of some kind, so please, if you can, go give them a follow. It's the biggest serotonin hit any of us can get, is to find out that someone took a couple of seconds to hit that follow button. Makes us feel great. If you want to support the stream, you can also follow us here, or any social media upon which you are watching. Currently, looks like we're just got folks on Twitch, and no one's showed up anywhere else yet, but that usually happens. Someone on... Oh, there's 3 people watching on... Hi! There's 3 people watching over on that other place with a TikTok. So the other place with the TikToks.
That other joint.
That other joint. But anyway, I fucking just lost everything I was about to say. It's been a day.
We're about to get started.
So, I remember the milfing around, but exactly where did we stop?
We need
Was
a black
milking
bowl.
around. That's where we
I think that's where we
That
stopped.
is where we actually stop.
Devenom,
couldn't stop laughing for like 20 minutes after that.
Devenom just taking the new body out for a test drive, and everyone
That sounds
just
about right.
I do remember that because we had the encounter with fucking Mrs. Hannigan, who is Nyx.
Mhm.
I wanted to fight her at Denny's.
And
IHOP. I wanted to fight
we
her
were
at
gonna fight her.
IHOP.
We were gonna throw hands in IHOP and desecrate the sacred land, but there was a child with us who also wanted to throw hands. We dropped the child off,
Mhm.
and on the flip side, Devenom managed to make a perfect cup of tea through a brilliant fucking role of mimicking like Malcolm in making said tea. And Devenom also had an emotional crisis over the last unicorn. Twice, right? It wasn't just the one time; it was like twice. But Devenom has had like a crisis over specifically the last unicorn parallels. Because I know Code was having a crisis.
I made a mistake.
Made a mistake.
Yeah. And then like we all end up finding a fucking weird cheese raccoon thing outside of the library.
Yep. And
who was just put on trash bags. Because he was slipping out.
he was, yeah, he was kind of sloughing around because he put himself back together using a raccoon, but didn't fit right.
It was like an accordion of like an imp and a raccoon. Real fucked up and gross.
Play the cheese. Didn't he get like mildly dissected?
He
Yes.
kind of got.
Right.
It's almost like if you put cheese into a spiral cutter, is what basically happened.
Yeah. We learned from
Mama.
we learned from like Stitch's mama, but also like the spirits in the library who were having an argument.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah.
Over cheese. And they were having like a severe argument to where Malcolm could feel the vibes were off. And it was like the Coliseum of debate vibes happening.
We have a posture check.
No.
No.
And through some history nonsense and lore dropping, we found out that we need to basically undo the offense on hospitality on Nyx's home. So we need a completely pure black bull. So we were trying to debate how we were going to find one.
Steal one from the county fair.
Yeah, and so Dottie called her husband and basically said, hey, if you see a charge in your credit card from like an ag department, don't worry about it. I'm buying a bull. And then he's just like, okay, honey, have fun.
I remember that. There was absolutely no shock. He was just like, me.
She's not weird. And so, yeah, like, it just... So we ended up trying to figure out, it's like, if we're going to buy the bull legally, steal the bull, how are we going to make sure this thing is fucking, like, pure... Because it can't have a single speck of white on it. And then the implications of having to sacrifice it. And Devenom was getting very annoyed with the fact that these fucking mortals are like, but we could do this. No, you need to do it this way. God.
Calling it a cow, and Divinity was like, no, we specifically cannot have a cow.
So
Venom was having a cow.
yep.
Devenom was having a cow, or us calling the bull a cow. And then we think that maybe, like, Devenom's parents are fighting? Possibly? Because we have Justice, like, who is Lady Liberty, or the deity who is Justice, appearing on an ancient fucking scroll, but it's literally Lady Liberty.
Yep. Statue of Liberty.
And then we have Nyx, who in some sources is the also parental figure of the Fates. So we don't know if we have to like make Devenom's milfy mommy stop fighting. Technically guilty. Technically guilty because Miss Hannigan's old as fuck.
I mean, they're all old as fuck. Divinum would also count,
As old as fuck.
unfortunately, as a gilf.
I mean, that's fine. Would you like to gilf around? Because you could be a grandma or grandpa.
Later.
Actually,
Well-
Divinum may qualify as a Giga Gilf
A giga gilf.
because of all the greats that will be involved in grandmothering that.
Yeah?
Let him adjust to milfing first. We'll work our way up the ranks. Also, Malcolm can only handle so much. Like, let's let Malcolm adjust to MILF Divinum. I don't want to know. Like, we'll see how Malcolm handles like MILF Divinum.
Oh,
Oh.
and Stitch is 8. Stitch is 8 a person.
I had dinner
You had dinner / like a midnight
snack.
snack.
That was really awkward afterwards. It's like, no, I gotta be responsible, and all y'all were just dying like Stitches. Why are you being so awkward?
Stitch isn't used to their food talking back at the end.
No.
Wait a minute, did Stitches get topped?
No.
No.
Okay.
Yes?
No.
Or power,
No.
more like
No.
power. It might have been more like power bottom. I
Power
think.
bottom.
Yeah.
Power bottoms. 'Cause I know that they had that conversation whenever they met for coffee, and then they're just like, why are we here? We could just go fuck.
Crucial details.
And it was the
Crucial
conversation, we
detail.
should go back to your place. Well, we can't go back to mine. I live in a dorm. There's a hotel.
Yep.
No initiative, just fuck.
No initiative. Just fuck. Which is a t-shirt you can buy. And it's accurate.
It's right out. It was on screen. We gotta clip that just because of perfect timing.
I love it.
So anyway, so we'll go ahead and take back off with. I guess we can get back to milfing around. What was that?
I feel like Hales is gonna have a fun time just designing that shirt.
Milfing around.
Yes.
I'm just. Again, my hyper focus is taken over, but all I'm imagining is like this marionette MILF in the background. Just going around.
Everyone else is having this important conversation and paying attention to all the spirits and everything like that, and Divinum's in the background, just like, wow, these are long legs.
Normal height. Oops.
Like over 6 feet tall, right?
Huh?
Is Divinum's tall?
Oh, Divinum's tall.
Like tall.
Like- Divinum now as a MILF is closer, not exact, but closer to what she would look like as an actual deity. So she's tall as fuck.
Which you were as the interpretation goes of the fates, you were the maiden or the, because they have the fates are usually 3 ages.
Mother Maiden Crown.
Mother maiden crown.
So they're either 3 ages, they're either all old, they're either all ugly, or there's this one where they're attractive but weird.
But weird.
The weird.
The correct one.
Yeah,
The
and
correct
so that's
one.
kind of the one I'm going off of. Is they're all kind of attractive, depending on your version of attractive. They're all weird.
Are they like uncanny valley attractive?
Probably.
Probably.
More than likely.
Okay.
Wow, I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Is that your gender? Uncanny valley attractive.
Uncanny Valley.
Yeah. Yep. That's
I'm
how
here
we're
for
going
that.
Cyberpunk. That's what I have in my VTM game, and apparently that's now canon here.
So, I mean, just you as an entity that is sometimes humanoid, uncanny valley attractive with the sidestep of the fear of the ocean and the deep depths below. As a person, sometimes.
Not a fuss.
So, what are you doing, Divinum? Now
So-
you're getting used to this new body.
Yeah, I was going around the library to was originally going to research, but we actually did the research we needed to do. So Divinum's just wandering around completely aimlessly, enjoying the new height. Honestly, probably playing around with the fact that they're not porcelain. anymore. So they're like feeling things, getting like used to textures and all that kind of stuff. This is the first time they've been on Earth.
You walk up to Malcolm and just start squeezing his face.
Oh, that's gonna happen. They walk and they jiggle, and that's new.
Does it clap?
Both upper and lower. Draws aren't a thing yet. You're welcome.
Premium
Started with
content.
VeggieTales.
Premium content.
We started with VeggieTales.
We've quickly gone another direction.
The two genders, VeggieTales, Twink, and Goddess Milk.
The two genders.
Anyway, yeah, Dilf. Oh my god. Anyway, Dilf. Dominique's just getting used to the new body. Whatever y'all are doing, she'll get involved with.
Malcolm? Nope. What are you doing?
We are unhinged.
Malcolm is probably doing his best to like tend to the library, while also like having like a couple of like side books kind of open where he's like doing research, while also like occasionally like looking out into the library to make sure that the venom is okay, catching sight of the venom, and then automatically like having to like control a nosebleed.
He looks over, and the Venoms kind of just got their hands out like this, and they're just bouncing up. Not paying attention to Malcolm at all, like just looking down and kind of just...
Like this is
It's a
like,
It's a stim.
Anyone around him can hear him muttering to himself, "I just wanted a quiet life. I wanted a quiet life, and this is what I get. Like this is what I get. This is quiet. This is quiet for me."
Dottie and Stitches, did you already arrive at the library?
Yeah, we're at the library.
So what are you two doing?
I am gonna bother Cheese and just poke him with the stick every so often.
Cheese is laying on a table because everything's been fucking with him, and you just poke him with a stick. He's like, ow, ow. You know I don't actually feel anything, right? Ow.
Really? You don't feel anything?
Nope.
I can make you feel things.
Nope.
You might want to think about how you just said that.
No, I'm not gonna reiterate.
Okay. Just wanted a quiet life is all.
Dottie, what about you? Stitches is torturing Cheese and seems very happy with that.
Dottie is walking around, like pacing back and forth. Because there's like a back area to this library, right? Because it's like where your office is.
Yeah.
And I imagine there's like stacks that are just kind of like outside the office.
Yeah.
That are a little bit more like not as much for public use and whatnot.
Yeah, the secure stacks.
Yeah. Dottie is just pacing back and forth and has been on the phone since getting approval from her husband to like use the credit card, or telling him that she's going to use the credit card, and is basically running through her social connections to see if maybe anybody knows where they could easily procure a black bull
And Black Dahlia.
and
That's the other thing.
and black. I think Malcolm settled the Black Dahlia.
Mm-hmm.
Right. 'Cause I have a flower friend.
Yeah.
Not settled as of yet. Has inquired and prayed.
Yes. I also last game I used one of my things. I used my jinx to where we should be finding something that our target has lost. Was one of the tokens that I got from it from rolling a success on it.
Mm-hmm.
So Dottie is, I just wanted to remind with that one, but Dottie is just basically running through like her social network phone tree because she's a weirdo, so she knows a bunch of other fucking weirdos who live in
Absolutely.
probably small towns. because they kind of flock together. But she is trying very hard to make sure that it's people who aren't from this specific town. And because she doesn't want it getting back to Miss Hannigan, or the entity formerly known as Miss Hannigan, that we're working on shit. Because Dottie's paranoid and thinks that Miss Hannigan's going to fuck up their plan.
Well, you're working to appease Miss Hannigan.
It doesn't matter. Miss Hannigan hates Dottie.
Well, Dottie hates Miss Hannigan.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, basically just running through the phone tree and talking to people and going from one conversation to the next, walking back and forth behind these stacks, on the phone constantly. Dottie pulls out another phone that you've never seen before that is also a smartphone and is like texting on that one and on the actually on the phone on her other one. And like just multitasking this because she's a housewife.
Doing everything you can to get the information you need.
Correct.
So,
but that's what Dottie's doing.
I gotcha. So Malcolm's trying to distract himself.
And clapping the library.
Yep.
So much clapping. So much clapping.
Malcolm's trying to distract himself. Venom is distracting themselves. Stitches is amusing themselves. Cheese is just wishing himself out of existence and can't. And Dottie is trying to buy something super expensive, so they're hyper-focused.
Yes.
So
One productive person.
One productive person. So Dottie, you start shopping around. There's plenty of places to acquire a black bull, but you're looking for, pure black. And so someone points you to a place called Jay's, and it is a ranch just outside of town, kind of down the side of the mountain a bit towards the flats. And apparently this guy raises Black Angus.
Mm-hmm.
So since this is an entire species of bull that breeds towards black, you should, or cow, you should be able to go there and find at least one solid black bull.
Mm-hmm.
Now, you didn't say how old you needed it, so...
Yeah, well, I think Dottie would double check with them and I'm like, how old do we need this bull to be? We just need it to be intact.
It needs to be intact, and because of that, it's going to be fairly young, but it should be like a strong epitome of a bull, so it'll be like virile, strong still, everything like that. All the attributes that are associated with a bull to be bullish.
Full grown.
Strong like bull.
I think Dottie just kind of walks up to Venom, made like jiggling of whatever.
Jiggling.
And just is like mutes, like pulls phone from shoulder, mutes it. Venom, honey, do we need this bull to be like virginal, or can this bull have been gotten around a little bit?
Doesn't matter how much the bull is fucked.
All right, it can be a hoe. No.
Absolutely.
I'm glad it got its hoe face before it to its demise. And then it says, "Hi, honey, I need to. It doesn't matter how old this bull is. I just need it to be intact, a male, and all black. I got a really specific music video we're doing, and I got some weird specifications to fit." And continues on with the conversation.
Very good. That's actually a great cover there. So yeah,
Really good.
you quickly find out that that's going to be especially with such short notice, that is going to absolutely be your best bet to try and find what you're looking for quickly. So the other problem was, did you guys decide where you're going to do this ritual? Because apparently you have to sacrifice an entire fucking bull.
We're gonna do it in the woods.
In the woods.
Just in
Where?
I mean, we're in the fucking mountains. Of course there's gonna be woods.
Of course there's woods, but are you going to go to a national park, a state
Oh,
park?
no.
Well, then you have to go on private property somewhere.
Good thing I have a nice house that might border the woods.
Yeah, I think on that topic of conversation, Dottie, once finishing up and wrapping up, that we have a lead on the bull. informs everyone we have a lead on a bull. And then just points at Stitches and just says, "You got any weird fifth cousins around who need to do some kind of ritualistic shit where they need to do it in private?"
I mean, we got my house is like on the woods, and people already think I'm some devil worshiper anyway. So
Yeah, but I don't want to scare your daddy.
Hold on. Do you know who? Okay. Do you think my dad would be scared about that, considering who my mama is?
Jesus holds up his hand and is just like, you can't. Wouldn't that be really self-indulgent if you were a devil worshiper?
Technically, your daddy's a devil worshiper.
Worshipper, simp. What's the difference?
I'm coming to find not much.
Cheese sits up and he looks at you and he's like, what the fuck happened to you?
Pokes him with a stick.
Ah!
Oh. I just had a thought based on all of that. I don't think I've run into any of my worshippers outside of old ones trying to kill me, but that seems to be a different scenario.
Would hope so.
Interesting.
Would you like to try to look them up on the Google?
Why?
To see if they're a thing?
Sure. I guess.
Scholarly Google, right?
I mean, all Google is scholarly if you use it properly, I guess.
Doesn't that mean the opposite is true as well?
Yes, very much so.
Oh.
The internet, as has been said many a time, is also for porn.
You might have porn of you that your worshippers might have made in your absence because they missed you so much.
Chat just said, "Oh, never meet your worshippers. Always a bad idea."
That's such a weird version of fan fiction. Actually, it's not the weirdest version of fan fiction I've heard of.
Fan fiction?
Well,
I'll explain.
you know what? We'll explain AO3 to you later.
Okay. I'm learning.
Yeah.
All right. So, are we gonna do it in my backyard, or what are we gonna do?
I mean,
Does it have to be consecrated?
You can consecrate anything.
do we want to consecrate Stitch's backyard, though?
You can also unconsecrate anything.
Oh.
Yeah,
Sure.
we just throw cheese on it, and it'll be boom. It's done.
Cheese
I
is
thought
like,
pigs wanted to do it, but sure.
Cheese is like, I could just pee all over it.
That could also work.
Pokes him.
Ow!
You're gonna have some manners. You're all right.
May I please pee on your backyard?
Sure, why not? Anyways,
How the hell are you supposed to have manners for someone like that?
Asking permission is always a good idea.
pokes him again with the stick.
Ow!
This is actually progress. I wasn't expecting progress.
What were you expecting?
Cheese to remain the same throughout the entirety of Cheese's existence?
That's fair.
That's progress.
Yeah.
So the stick I found on the ground has power.
Cheese is like, you're poking me between the pieces.
Does it again.
Ow!
Anyway,
Daddy's just gonna, like, kind of lean over next to Devin. See, this is like the time when we were kids. Stitches found a really cool looking stick, as she calls it, where it's just two little prongs, and decided to chase the neighborhood kids around with it and started trying to herd them into a field like they were sheep.
I think I remember snippets of that.
Was the
Stitches.
stick actually just a cattle prod?
No, it was. I mean, it was a stick. I don't know. I don't know Stitch's logic. Stitches are Stitches. She always been like that.
It was a stick.
Okay.
She was probably pretending it was some kind of shoot, and she was going to send them all for the slaughter.
No. No.
Actually, I think they were probably bullying another kid, and
Yep.
Stitches was having some vengeance
Yep.
of sort. I might have
Justice.
lured them into the field in the first place with my mama's cookies, but she told me they're friends.
It was that werewolf family, you know, the one that got married and has the kids now. Yeah,
Oh.
They're nice folk. They're real
they
nice.
really are.
They have a lovely kitchen island that I'm in love with.
Mm.
It's scratch proof.
Uh-huh.
It would have to be.
I mean, the husband built it, so.
Husband did build it.
So they are. Cheese is kind of like sitting up, and as he sits up this time, you see like a piece of raccoon pops out.
Oh.
And Stitch is like, "Oh, thank God!" And you see that the wounds are slowly closing.
How's that working out for you, Cheese?
He says, "Someone should clean that mess up."
No.
Gives Cheese a very significant look.
Here's a trash bag.
Cheese looks at the trash bag and is like, "I don't have to cover up anymore."
No, but you do have to clean up. Walks away.
Cheese looks at the discarded raccoon pieces and he's like, "No."
You brought this mess in here.
Pokes him with the stick again.
Ha! I have no open wounds now.
Smacks him
Nah.
with the stick.
Ow.
You could just eat them.
I mean, you did eat all that cheese. And that Capri Sun.
This Mac Capri Sun had healing.
Cheese is like,
With the holy
"Fine,
Capri Sun?
fine,
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
fine. I'll get
Dottie
rid of it."
healed him with the Capri Sun in a bucket.
Yeah.
Cheese walks over to where the raccoon parts are sitting on this large wooden table. And he turns to face it. He opens up his mouth, and a gout of flame comes out of it. And he's maintaining the fire. It seems to be burning the parts, but the table's also catching on fire.
Cheese.
He stops. It burns. What?
I thought we were under the impression that you were going to eat the
Raccoon.
parts, not set them on fire on my table.
I can't help what you assume. I'm not in charge of your brain.
And a library.
What?
You just
Malcolm
encourage
walks over
eating.
and smacks him upside the head and then walks away.
Did you just gib smack him?
I did.
I know
Jesus.
that reference.
She says, "Look, it's mostly gone. Sorry about the table.
Fix my table, Cheese.
How am I supposed to fix the table?"
Figure it out, Cheese.
Fine. He goes, you see, he walks over and he jumps up on the circulation desk and he gets behind the counter and you hear keyboard tapping.
What the hell is he doing?
I shudder to think.
It was a nice table.
It was. Mal will take a deep breath
Mm-hmm.
and will very calmly walk over to see what Cheese is doing on the computer.
He's on Amazon ordering a new table.
Do you have the money for that?
No, I don't have any money.
Then whose
Smack.
account, whose card are you buying it off of?
He's like, he holds out Malcolm's wallet. He's like, "Got it out of here." Throws the wallet on the counter. You see him goes, and click. You should never leave your Amazon account logged in on a work computer.
I
I get you. I got you an upgrade. It's 2 feet longer and it's rustic oak. So it was only $10,000. You have a really good credit limit.
He looks at Stitches.
I paid for next day delivery. It was an extra $500. I didn't think you'd mind.
I am going to figure out how to kill a devil.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to kill a devil.
All right. I don't care.
Daddy's gonna lean over Malcolm's shoulder. Can I add another one on that list if she keeps insulting my interior decorating?
Sure. Why not? While we're at it.
Lovely.
You're gonna kill my boss?
No, I'm gonna kill you, you jerk.
Oh.
Walks away. Just wanted a quiet life.
Davino is gonna follow Malcolm, and it's like, in my catalog of human knowledge, I know what to do. And is going to walk over to Malcolm, take a second to figure it out, because the last time that they did this, they were a very different height, and is then going to just arms out, wrap arms around Malcolm, and give a hug.
Oh.
Thanks, Divina. I appreciate that. That's very nice. Yeah.
It'll be all right. It's just money. I can smite him briefly if we need to.
Not yet. It was a lot of money.
Now, Stitches is kicking Cheese off the computer and go to the order to cancel the order.
Cheese is already on Pornhub.
Just throw Cheese.
What? Yeah.
No, she's just gonna move Cheese. Click out of that. Go onto the Amazon. Click cancel order.
He logged out of the Amazon account.
And Malcolm, what's your Amazon password?
Why?
I'm canceling your fucking order.
I'm not gonna give you my password. I actually, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna have to change it anyway. It just gives him the gives you the password.
Go log in, cancel the order,
You cancel the order.
and then she'll log out of it.
I'm gonna go smite Cheese.
I love how most of this game is we're just bullying the damn imp.
It's not bullying if he deserves it.
Exactly.
My point with all this is, how could he not deserve it? He has a job to do and he does it.
Annoy the hell out of us?
Yes! He's an imp. He is literally a mischief devil.
I am questioning my mama's sanity.
Oh, he can still do stuff. He's just gonna fucking make your life hell while he does it.
Ugh.
So, are you walking over to Cheese?
Oh, I'm dragging Cheese outside to Flaming Sword and smite him.
Cheese is like
back.
So I was gonna say, as you're walking up to Cheese, Cheese looks at you and he's like, that is not good intent, and is backing away.
No. Good on you for picking it out. It took me a while.
Cheese's wings start flapping and he starts flying upwards.
No problem. Cheese is right on after.
I feel like it's the what was it, Benny Hill.
And there will be a scene where Divinum is just running around the stacks and Cheese is sitting on top of it.
Yep.
So you guys know that it would take about probably about an hour to get out to the ranch. How are you going to get the bull where you need it to be?
borrow a trailer?
And a truck?
Most trailers don't need a truck, they just need an SUV.
I did hear that. That's quite.
Yeah, my car's not pulling that thing.
No.
I technically have an SUV.
You do. You do.
I
Oh
technically
yeah,
have an SUV.
mom van. That's right.
I have me.
Venom just pulls the trailer. So, you guys...
we want to be inconspicuous to them. Inconspicuous.
So, are you going to go get the trailer and get the truck and the trailer? You can actually just rent a trailer now I think about it.
Think
Yeah.
so. Yeah.
So
you can rent a specific like barnyard trailer that you would
Mhm.
need to. That's road legal.
Yeah, because you're in a small town, so you're surrounded by rural, and so yeah, there will be places to rent that type of gear everywhere.
We could just borrow one from the school. The school has an ag department.
Oh, the ag farm. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Just borrow some ag students' thing and give them like $20 and they won't say shit.
So you guys are making arrangements to do this. It was very early in the morning. Malcolm, the library is supposed to open at 9, so it's
Sure.
like getting on to 9. One of the assistant librarians comes in the door, uses their keys, of course, to get in the door, and comes in.
I'm cleaning up the last of the mess from cheese.
What are you gonna do about the burned table?
Dottie sits in the center, on top of the burn mark.
Thick thighs save lives.
We're gonna have to get another table eventually.
Malcolm, you know that I could just buy you another table and just donate it to the library, right?
Yes, but you shouldn't have to do that.
Malcolm,
You shouldn't have to do that,
Malcolm,
Daddy.
you get Lulu another one of those teaching program things of a guest speaker, and we'll call it even. She wants to learn something about orcas killing people.
I can arrange that. I have a marine biologist friend.
All right, you get your marine biology friend to come and give a seminar to one strange little girl, and whoever wants to sit in on it, and then I'll get you a new table and a nicer one that's burn proof.
Deal. Thank you.
Do we know a dragon?
Cheese is like from the back of the stacks where the venom is still chasing them. You hear Cheese go, "I know one. Call off the thing, I'll fucking go get him."
Don't trust that thing.
Venom, honey, you should hit him harder.
Oh, I'll only need to hit him once.
Cheese is like, "And that's why I'm staying out of reach," and he's flying up by the ceiling.
Now, before the librarian comes in, she'll just don't make me do that thing, Cheese.
And Cheese is like, "I'm not coming down because I'm going to get smoked."
I mean, I could put you in a magic cage and put you down on the ground.
I still won't be voluntarily coming down.
Yep. So, pick your poison.
Either way, it doesn't matter.
I will totally cooperate if you guarantee that I will not be smoten.
No. I mean, it is what they say. You fucked around, now you're going to find out.
He says, "Yeah," or I could cheat, and he disappears.
And that's how we get him off our ass for a while.
All right, so who's coming with me to pick up this bowl? Malcolm's got to stay here and do his job.
Yeah, I have a whole job to do.
So
Work.
the assistant librarian comes walking in and says, "Mr. Raziel?"
Ah, Hi.
Why are you here?
I had a bit of research I wanted to get done.
Oh, this is normally your day off.
I had some research I wanted to get done.
Okay.
Hi, Miss Abigail.
This is. Hello?
You remember Stitches?
Yes.
Why are you so nervous, Miss Abigail?
I'm not nervous. She's pulling a scarf out from around her neck, and she's like just wadding it as she walks back behind the desk. She takes her coat off and she drapes it over her chair.
What did you do to my assistant librarian, Stitches?
That's her business. And she'll just have a smug grin on her face.
Oh God, you ate her. You ate her. You ate her.
As you say that, Abigail just like blushes really fucking red.
Okay.
You
Well,
free
you all
Tuesday,
get up to-
Abigail?
What was that?
You free Tuesday, Abigail?
Abigail's like, what? When? I'm sorry, what? I've got to go to the bathroom. And she gets up and starts walking off very quickly into the back.
Wow. Well,
What?
you have a way with people, particularly apparently the people you eat.
She's one of my regulars.
You got her on speed dial.
Yes, I do.
Oh Lord.
You would think she wouldn't be so nervous around you if she were a regular.
You get a text message from Abigail.
What does it say?
It says, Tuesday's fine.
And she'll put a text, I'll buy you dinner.
And she texts back, I didn't exactly want this made public.
She'll even put in there, I'll take you to your favorite place.
Finally you get a fine.
Winky face, kissy emoji. Peach.
Peach.
Scissors.
Anyway, so you so what were you doing next? I'm sorry, I got distracted with Abigail.
That's one does.
There's Stitches.
So you guys are sitting there. You got to go get the bull and the trailer and everything else. So you guys is taking off.
Dottie's gonna ask again. It's like, all right, who wants to come with me? Because I ain't going by myself.
I think
Who's
Devin-
volunteering, Malcolm?
Yeah.
Malcolm,
What?
Malcolm's gonna stay here for the library.
He just said it was his day off.
That
Did
is a
no one listen?
That is a good point.
Okay, all right. Let me finish up here, and like he's like gathering all of like the detritus and what have you, and we'll go and pick up the trailer.
I guess I'll go set up the backyard at my house, I guess.
Dottie points at Malcolm. Malcolm, you drove here, correct?
Yes, I drove here in my car.
All right. Stitches catch, and then Dottie hurls her skis at Stitches.
She'll grab them before
Yeah.
they hit her right in the goddamn face.
Almost like they were meant to.
Almost.
You be nice to Herman. You don't mess with my radio station.
I will be nice to Herman. I don't listen to your damn radio stations anyways.
Good. You be nice to Herman.
I am gonna be nice to Herman.
He will tell Lulu if you're mean to him.
I know.
All right.
All right.
All right.
I guess Devenom, you're with me then?
Oh, get Devenom one of those coffee drinks you like, since they have a body now and they can start tasting stuff.
I'll swing by the coffee shop on the way to my house.
I got some spare 20s in my cup holder that you can use on that.
All right.
Spare 20s in the cup holder.
Tasting things is a fun experience to Venom. I think you will enjoy that.
Divinum is gonna take a second. I'm so sorry. And it's going to realize that they can taste things. And they're going to start looking at the various items on their body. Picking one up, licking it, putting it back, picking up another thing, licking it, putting it back.
I mean, it for someone who's never tasted anything before, I suppose it is the way that happens. Maybe.
You know what? I should get them the very sugary drink at the cafe.
Is you sure you want to do that with someone who's never tasted things and has never had sugar before?
I would probably start them off. You know what? They do those coffee flats where you can get the little ones and little espresso cups and see which flavor you like sometimes. I think if you ask really nicely and flash my rewards card.
Are you talking about those purse coffee things? The ones that come in the little cups and you put them in your purse?
No. At the coffee shop, if you ask for Trevor, he's not a man. He's got the bright pink mohawk.
Someone in chat
yeah.
Someone in chat has also suggested getting them warheads.
No.
I don't think I meant.
No.
Oh my god! You know what? Y'all like giving Venom to Stitches. This is gonna be a great trip.
I feel like all the advice Dottie is giving Stitches is gonna go right out the
This entire
It's
time,
like-
Dottie is like basically gathering up Malcolm and just like pushing Malcolm towards the door.
Yeah, Malcolm's trying to help. It's like when you go to like Costco's or Sam's and you get like the samples, but it's like each sample is of a different thing. They do that with coffee sometimes, if you ask nicely.
All right, Venom. Do you want super sweet, super sour, or super spicy? What do you want?
I don't know.
Go with the super sweet. The super sweets, it just trust me.
You've been
that's
pushed
where
out
you
the
wanna
door.
Yeah.
start. Trust me. You want to start with the super sweet? Have fun.
Just trying to save you. That's all they're doing.
I guess we're getting into Herman and going to the coffee shop.
Have you ever let Stitches drive Herman before?
Yes, which is how Dottie found out that Lulu talks to Herman and has full conversations. Because Herman is in fact a hearse,
Mm-hmm.
and the other like SUV-esque ride that Dottie has is named Lily, because they're the monsters. And apparently Lulu likes to talk to the cars, because Lulu is a very strange child, and the cars tell Lulu things. And apparently, once upon a time, Stitches was mean to Herman in traffic.
Mean to Herman in traffic.
She just hit the steering wheel once.
Very touchy.
And it wasn't even Herman's fault. He got cut off. So, Stitches.
Yes.
You and Devenom get into Herman.
Yep.
Devenom, you haven't rode in Herman yet, have you?
No.
So this is totally different than Malcolm's car. You can actually stretch your... Well, you were a doll last time you rode in Malcolm's car, so it didn't matter too much. But you can stretch out in here, and you can just tell that this is a much bigger vehicle than Malcolm's car. Also, when the engine starts up, there is a deep, almost bass hum throughout the car as the engine idles.
All right, don't forget to put on your seatbelt. All right, we're gonna have to have the comp. You don't lick seatbelts. Don't do that.
Why?
It's not food.
So far, everything you've licked has had a flavor.
It tastes.
All right, you know what? She is gonna pull out something out of her bag. It's bubble gum, and she'll hand a piece over. All right, you chew it, you blow bubbles with it. You do not swallow it. It's bad for your stomach.
So she's telling you to put something in your mouth and chew it that you're not supposed to swallow.
Doesn't take the wrapper.
It's the big red. It's big red. So the cinnamon gum.
Yep. Well, it's gonna take a while to chew through all that the wax paper and tin foil of the wrapper.
Oh, you didn't take off the wrap. Oh, She's driving down the
Which
street.
should extend the flavor, let's be honest.
Yeah,
Yeah, the MILF version of a goat.
there's a milk version of a goat.
She's just driving down the road. How's the big red for you? You know what I'm talking about, big red bubble gum. Yep.
It's basically just cinnamon bubblegum for the most part.
Oh, kiss a little longer, hold tight a little longer.
Oh boy.
That's right. I remember that song.
So
Venom, are you all right? You're making some faces.
It tastes.
That's big red. It has a cinnamon taste. Kind of
This-
spicy, but not really.
considering the things you've been licking, this is probably the strongest flavor you've encountered so far. By far, actually.
Do you not like it?
We have a vote for giving Divinum Espresso.
Oh,
Do gods
gee.
get zoomies?
Huh?
Do gods get zoomies?
All right. She pulls a napkin
There's
out
only
of
one
her
way to
bag.
find out.
She puts a napkin out of her bag, holds it out, spit it out. You have that face that you're not enjoying. Rolls it up, puts it in the cup holder for now.
It's complete with sound effects.
We're turning into a Disney movie.
Just clip that one part of everyone, one after the other, going. Bleh.
All right, she's gonna talk to her phone. Hey Siri, text Dottie. Venom doesn't like big red bubblegum. Send.
It tastes.
That making some faces.
Spending now.
Oh boy. All right, so you're headed out to your place. What type of arrangements are you attempting to make, Stitches, for when you get there? Stitches? Oh, there she is. I thought you froze. I said, what type of arrangements are you going to try and make when you get to your place?
Just let Dad know we're having people out in the backyard and don't go in the backyard.
Okay.
Once after we get the coffee.
Gotcha. So you're headed to the coffee shop.
Yes, the one that has the pink mohawk guy named Trevor.
And Trevor.
Pink mohawk guy named Trevor. Got it. All right.
I have not met this Trevor.
He's Dottie's barista, I've decided.
He's Dottie's personal barista. She knows his schedule.
She tips him very well, which is why there's 20s in the cup holder.
God. My dog just made the world's weirdest noise.
Dogs do that.
Yeah, I
They
know.
do.
I'm just worried that there might be an after aroma.
I've been
There
on.
usually is.
Okay, lately I've been on French Bulldog screaming talk. Lately,
I've been caught in that place before. I had to find my way back out because
I love it. I love when French Bulldogs just scream because they're just over dramatic over nothing.
Yes.
yeah, we had a lady out here who's been trying to sell her litter, and it's just like she's constantly putting up videos. And when they're little, they're higher pitched and they talk more.
I
Yeah.
know.
They're adorable.
They just
My favorite is the I can't remember the
Walter?
name, but it's the guy that like it's the collection of dogs and cats that like trip up and then it freezes and he puts them in like a mustache and a monocle and a hat. Pardon me.
yeah. Can you tell we all met on TikTok?
Yeah. All right, so we get to this coffee shop.
Mm-hmm.
Is it one of those ones that are usually like right on outside of like college campuses?
Oh yeah.
I love those. Those are like my favorite.
Yep. Yeah. You pull. Are you going through the drive-through? Or are you actually gonna go inside?
We're gonna go in.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Deserve
The
full
Venom.
experience.
When you turned into full size, what is covering you?
That's a great question.
Didn't you describe like toga?
Yeah,
It's definitely, yeah.
because you described it, but I couldn't remember exactly what it
Yeah, I
was.
felt like it was a
Yeah.
toga-ish.
It has an actual name. It's Himation. Himation is what it is. So I look like a Latin student.
Yeah.
And you're probably wearing
Right,
wearing sandals too.
No shoes.
No shoes at all. Got it.
No shoes. I'm allergic to shoes, so is to Venom. That's a thing I give all of my characters. But so it's the Himation, it's no shoes. There is that one like image that I did that kind of shows what Venom looks like. And I'm trying, hold on, I did write this down.
Okay. Hydrate.
Well, I'm going to find information. Yeah, it's the white hair, darker lips, almost like they're wearing black lipstick. Accidentally kind of goth. It's great. And they are I forgot how tall they were. They are approximately 7.5 feet tall.
Oh my god!
They are fucking massive.
So that hug earlier.
That hug.
You got
That was full on.
Yep.
Face, tits, you met
In the center.
in the center.
Party.
It was comfy.
For a while
was
there,
comfy.
all you could hear was a heartbeat.
Yep. Earmuffs.
Yep.
blood rushing away from your brain.
Starting.
All right, so that happened.
Now we're going into a coffee shop.
Now we're going to a coffee shop. So people, as the Venom gets out of the car, people are just fucking staring.
Oh yeah, big titty goth chick and then Venom.
Yeah, is it Stitches? How tall is Stitches?
How tall is Dottie?
Dottie is, oh god, how tall did I make Dottie? Dottie is about like 5'9", but wears like heels, so probably like
If I remember, I said Stitches was pretty short.
Stitches is like small.
She's 5'2". She's 5'2".
That's my height.
That's mine.
Dottie's like probably like probably like 6 foot in heels, probably like 5'9" like flat-footed.
But she's like wearing the demonias, and you know how high those platforms are.
So Stitches is normal people height with demonias.
Yes.
Yes.
For those of you who
Probably
don't know,
those are-
Demonia is probably some kind of platform shoe that I know nothing about.
They're the common goth boot.
Oh, there's a common goth boot.
There's a
Mhm.
common goth boot.
Is there a rare goth boot?
That's
You
what I
either
was
wear
thinking.
pipes or demonias.
I will now look for Demonias after the game.
Some of them are really nice. But
I'm
for a
looking for
while,
them
one of the
now.
goth shoes used to be Jeffrey Campbell's.
Sphinx is already shopping.
I own Jeffrey Campbell's, so
I can think of a soup. Sorry.
Campbell soup.
All right, so you guys,
Headed on in.
yeah, you headed on in. As you come in, the person behind the counter. By the way, what is your personal barista's name?
Mine?
Yes,
Said Trevor.
Trevor. That's right.
His name's Trevor. He has a bright pink mohawk.
I know. So as you're walking in, the girl at the counter sees Stitches coming in, and she says, "Trevor!" He's like, wait, where's Dottie? Never mind, Trevor.
No, actually, Dottie said we needed to talk to Trevor for...
Trevor! And so he comes walking out of the back, and he's like...
Oh, he's cute.
He's like, looks at you, and he's like, oh, where's Dottie?
She's a little busy right now, but I need to get her usual order.
Okay.
I need to get... I'm pretty sure he's going to need an espresso. An espresso. Then, what do you want?
He's looking up at you, and he's like, wow, hi. I'm Trevor.
Divinum.
He shakes your hand. Your hand's like huge compared to his.
Massive.
He looks at your hand. He's like, wow. He says, what can I get you? Divinum? Interesting name.
Gonna look over towards Stitches. I have no idea what any of this is.
I don't even think you can read English.
Language is not a barrier for Divinum.
Okay, good.
Since,
Alright.
creating.
Yeah.
Trevor, something very sweet, not too heavy on, like, the coffee flavor. For that.
So, maybe a mocha frappe?
Perfect.
All right.
And then for myself, can I get a dirty chai with vanilla and raspberry flavoring?
Yes, ma'am. He says, I will get on those right away. By the way, let let Dottie know that, I haven't seen her around much, so I worry.
All right, I'll let her know. She'll pay and then put the one of the 20s in the tip jar.
And Trevor's like, he goes like to make it. The young lady rang you up, but Trevor took the order and started making it. Because, he's Dottie's personal barista. Only he's allowed to make her drinks.
Mm-hmm.
Dottie's been scorned in the past, and now she is paid very well for very good service.
Sphinx, are you okay?
What killed you?
I just found my new favorite shoe.
Oh no, what have I done?
Did you find pikes?
I found the warlocks.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
Buddy.
We've lost him.
Oh,
He's gone.
That's why I needed control of your browsers while we're doing it.
you mentioned golf boots, and I'm like, nah, I gotta check this out. I need a new pair of heeled boots. I do.
So,
Hades about to get an upgrade.
Yeah, he is.
oh, that's sad. Someone just said I found a brand new pair, not in my size, at Goodwill near me before for $20. I was so upset.
Oh, wait.
Oh,
That is the life. That is the palm. Like,
Yeah, I get it. Like, oh my god. I think the best find I ever found at a Goodwill was a JSK that I found at a Goodwill. And that is so, like, for those who know that do Lolita fashion and everything, know that is, like, almost impossible to find something at a Goodwill.
There it is. Sorry, the cameras went down for a second. Sound was still up, but the cameras went down.
oh no,
No, they're back up. We didn't lose connection or anything like that. Just some
we were
reason.
too OP.
Yeah, no. Everything. All my windows suddenly minimized.
Alright.
So
The power of the elf was too much.
yes,
too much. Too much.
it is too much. All right, so
Reaching goddess energy. It's too much. It's too much.
as Trevor is making the drinks, you guys are sitting there waiting. As you're waiting, someone comes walking up to you. As you look up, you recognize a very familiar face. And she says,
I
yep.
slept with.
She says, I didn't remember she was a college student.
Yeah.
You said you went to the one by the college.
Mm-hmm.
Oof. She walks over and says, I didn't expect to see you so soon.
What was her name again?
I don't think you exchanged names.
You did. We got a
You
first
did.
name and a last name.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Hold on.
was-
Check the box.
Diamond and Sphinx, thank you for the notes.
I feel like it started with an M.
Deborah?
Her name is Deborah.
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 Her name
I knew it
is
sounded old.
Galanis. Deborah Galanis or something like that.
Hi, Deborah.
And she says, "Oh, I'm sorry. Am I?" And looks at Divinum. Am I interrupting something?
Oh no. We're just grabbing some coffee and going.
He says, "Well,"
Just Venom.
just looks up at you and she says, "It's a pleasure to meet you."
It's nice to meet you too.
Shakes your hand slowly. He says, "Well, I just saw you and thought I'd come over and say hi.
Yeah.
You're probably really busy. I guess I'll talk to you later."
Hold on. And Divinum will take a step back. I forgot something in the car. I'll see you later. And Divinum, who's getting better, going to
Better at reading social situations.
upgrades. Is gonna leave and just kind of sit by the cup.
So she, Deborah looks at you and she says, "Sorry, I didn't mean to, I didn't know if you were on a date or what."
Oh no, it's not a date.
Oh. Are they single?
I'm pretty sure they are.
She says, "I just wanted to make sure that you were okay. I know that I kind of blacked out for a little bit."
Yeah. I'm doing all right. How are you feeling? Have you eaten?
Yeah, no. I felt, it's not my first rodeo. I mean, that was an incredible rodeo, but this is I don't think I've ever, Yeah, well, I'm okay. Sorry, I'm not usually this bad. I was just wondering if, you were free tonight.
I'm actually busy tonight.
And she looks.
Spending time,
And she looks.
spending time with family.
Oh, that's nice. Well, I can tell you what. I'll let you get back to your business, and I will. You did exchange numbers with her, right?
Yes.
Yeah. She says, well, I'll go ahead and I'll call you later when you're not as busy.
Yeah. All right. You have a good day. All right.
Nope. You too. I'll talk to you later. And she walks. She just walks out of the cafe. She didn't even have anything in her hands. She probably was in line to order when she saw you and is now left without ordering anything.
Oh, like you.
She's.
Someone has caught the feelings.
Oh no.
Well, when you make someone have a religious experience,
Yeah.
So
Our drinks ready.
yes, he's putting them up on the counter now. He's getting them ready in a little to-go container. Divinum, you're sitting outside on the curb,
Yeah, just by the car.
and as you're sitting there, a figure walks by you, and instead of just keeping going, they stop and they turn around, and you hear a voice, very familiar, deep,
Oh.
strong male resonating tone.
I knew it.
Divinum. Do you turn to look?
It's the second. It's shouldn't run that way. Shouldn't run that way. Slow turn.
So you slowly turn. There is a man standing behind you in a gray business suit, impeccably cut, wide, broad shoulders, long, flowing golden hair, golden beard. There's a little lapel pin on his lapel that's a lightning bolt.
Yep. Saw that coming.
Don't let Stitches see him. It's gonna be a problem.
And he says, when did you guys start going out?
There are so many things that could mean. What?
Last I heard, you all stayed together
Right,
at Delphi.
right.
Why are you here, and where are your sisters?
That's a funny story. The short version, I don't know. I think they're still home though.
I didn't think you all were, like, separatable.
I mean, technically, yes. Just why would you?
I know it's been a while, but I'm still in charge. So let's try and keep this professional, shall we?
I don't know how much more professional you want me to be. I did my job, and apparently that wasn't good enough.
What do you mean that wasn't good enough? I feel like I'm, like, coming into a conversation 3/4 of the way through, and it was an argument.
That makes more sense.
He doesn't know.
What's going on?
All right. And Divinum's gonna stand and sort of crack their knuckles, which is not something they're used to, and will lean back against the car.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so the short version, I was ousted. Hunted down, specifically. Don't know how I got here, but I am still being hunted. Someone wants me dead.
Why exactly? Wait. Can you die?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know gods can die, but you're not a god.
No,
You're like archetype thing.
yeah, I'm more of a concept.
Yeah.
Which makes this weird.
I know. That's why I almost didn't even notice it, because
I started as a doll. That
what
was
the
weirder.
fuck has been going on?
You know, that's kind of what we're trying to figure out.
Who's we? And right then, Stitches, you walk out the door.
Oh, hello.
Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous man.
Hi.
And he looks over and he's like,
All right.
"What
Stitches?
the fuck?"
Stitches.
Yeah.
Zeus. Stitches.
Call me
is my
Xavier
dad.
around here. Zeus sounds really weird. He's like,
Call
I
you
was
what?
Xavier.
Xavier?
Yeah.
Well,
Just,
hi, Xavier. I'm Stitches.
hi, Stitches. You're like got demonic blood in you, and it's not.
You got a problem with it?
Normally, I'd say you should still be in Tartarus, but I don't think you fall under that lot.
No.
It's like, you're with Divinum.
Mm-hmm.
How do you figure into this? Because now that I know that there is scions of Malbosia here, he says it could be she did it.
I highly doubt.
Oh, you have issues with part succubi now. Oh, I see how it is.
Stitches. Remember, in our,
I get it.
pantheon, you kind of tried to kill everyone. Not you, or
No.
your side of things, obviously, but that is where we're coming from.
Oh, is she one of the ones that's from the other side with the glowing boy with the halo?
Closer,
Biblical.
yes.
Biblical.
The one that was the tiny little cult?
Yeah.
And then, like, they got political power and went nuts?
Oh my lord.
Pretty much, yes. I think.
All right. Yeah,
But anyway,
You're right.
there are others.
What?
Well, 2 others specifically. They're getting a bull at the moment.
Why are they getting a bull?
Well,
Law of hospitality. They inadvertently messed up with Mother. Nyx. Yeah.
Why would you be worried about Nyx? She's, in the grand scheme of things, she's minor.
eh.
I mean, yeah, an archetypal principle, but no real power.
She'll just hand Divinum the drink that she got.
It's like, all right, look. I was supposed to meet someone here.
Mhm.
Let me cancel that, and
Oh,
you can explain all this.
Were you cheating on your wife again?
It looks, fuck you.
I mean, you can.
We're going.
I don't exactly know. You'd probably explode, but it would be a very pleasant explosion, but you'd probably explode.
You know what? We could test that theory at a later date.
You know when
Anyways.
when a tick accidentally latches onto a vein and then goes.
I think I know how you feel with Malcolm and your mom now. Except this isn't new.
He's like, I am not responsible for this. He's like,
I wouldn't fuck
once.
you anyways. So, anyways, let's go, Divinum.
you see him turn around and he like pulls out a phone and he starts texting.
Well, we'll catch up later.
He's like, hang
We
on
have
a
to-
second.
Are you coming with? Please don't tell me you're coming with us.
It's like, either that or you're coming with me.
Just get your ass in the car. You're in the back seat.
He's like, I don't ride, bitch.
I'm the one with the keys of the damn car. And Divinum.
He holds up his hand and he's got the keys of the car.
Dottie's gonna fucking kill you.
He's like, I'll ride shotgun then. And he takes the keys and he walks around and he gets in the car and he then drops the keys on the driver's seat.
I'll take the back.
No, so when she gets in the driver's seat, she's like, all right, then you can hold these, and puts the cup holders and hands them over to Zeus.
Zeus is like sitting there holding the thing, holding the drinks, and he just turns around and he looks at Divinum. He's like, I want you to explain as much as you can, as concisely as possible. And he says, how long do we have to go until we get where we're at?
We're about 20 minutes away from my place.
He's like, and in 20 minutes. And he says, and then we're going to stop you there, because I assume you're going to info dump on Zeus.
It was gonna be like 10 words.
10 words. He would not allow it to be 10 words.
Did job. Try die. Doll. Here.
So that's 6. You got 4 more.
Don't need them.
So Dottie and Malcolm.
Yes.
I'm assuming you're going to take Malcolm's car back to Dottie's house and get the SUV? All right. To get Lily. So you get back. What does Lily look like?
Actually, something about it. Herman is technically the SUV. Lily is a very nice sports car, but I'm sure Daddy's husband has more than one car. So we're just gonna say that Daddy's husband drives an Escalade.
An Escalade?
an Escalade.
Yeah, he probably takes the train into it. Actually, his other car is probably at the apartment in Indianapolis, because he just takes the train over to Indy.
He probably has a midlife crisis car.
Yeah, it's
Because
some kind of
made him get one
made him get one.
to fit in with his friends, who all have midlife crisis cars.
Does Dottie make him go play golf too?
Yes. Play golf. What he does whenever he's supposed to go play golf is his business. Just like when Dottie's supposed to go and have like brunch, what she does instead of brunch is her business.
So you guys get into Malcolm's car and make it over to the house, where you pick up the husband's Escalade, and you basically you get the Escalade. You go down to the rental place and pick up the trailer.
Malcolm is uncomfortable the entire time he's in the Escalade. The entire time.
I think Dottie probably like the entire time she's in Malcolm's car is just like, Malcolm, you know I could just get you a better one. You deserve nice things. I know you don't have like as big of a salary, but we could really get you something nice.
This is a nice thing. Do you know how much time I spent restoring this car? And then he like gestures to the dashboard while driving, and like all of like the tech in the dashboard. Like, look at this and tell me this isn't nice.
It's very nice, but I also know the mileage that you must put on this.
Yes, that's why when I restored it, I had it converted to be an electric car.
Malcolm, I will convert you one of these days to the joys of spending other people's money.
Someday.
The joys of spending other people's money.
That day will not be today, unfortunately, Dottie.
All right.
I like Hades, and we'll tap the roof of the car.
So you guys make it back to the house?
I think upon getting the keys to the Escalade, Dottie just chucks them at Malcolm.
What am I supposed to do with this?
Drive.
What? You want me to drive your car?
No, I want you to drive Charlie's car.
You want me to drive your husband's car?
Yeah.
Why can't you drive Charlie's car?
It don't like me very much. It's very picky. It prefers to have a real man behind the wheel, and I'm too much of a man and a woman to drive it sometimes.
Does your car have a specific definition of what a real man happens to be? Is your car and I gonna have problems about the whole like gender role and gender expectation thing?
Oh no, I think Lulu's given the car like that whole synopsis of like gender works, and it's as how you perceive yourself to be. So if you just are in tune with your divine masculine and your divine feminine, and just go from there. Malcolm, you're driving because I don't want to drive my husband's car. I'm bullshitting with you, honey.
Oh, okay. Well, did you just say that then?
Just more fun to fuck with you.
Of course it is. Everybody's fucking with me today. Why not? And goes to the to the garage and is like, okay, which one is it?
Malcolm. It's obviously not Lily. You see one very nice car with eyelashes that kind of match Herman's. But it has a paint job to look a little bit like Lily Munster, and the inside, like, interior is all that very nice lilac, lavender purple color of her dress from the Munster show.
Yeah.
That's Lily. That's Charlie's car. He don't name his cars for some reason.
The Escalade.
The Escalade.
Are you trying to make me a walking stereotype?
No, it's a big car. It has a lot of space.
Or I guess rolling stereotype would be more the accurate term.
Listen,
we'll gesture to Lily. She's more my speed.
Lily won't be able to haul a trailer. I promise when we get back and we're done with all this nonsense, You can take Lily for a date.
All right.
She likes driving movies.
Yeah, so do I. And very, very uncomfortably will like climb into this giant fucking Escalade. It's like,
Oh,
It is a
yeah.
crime.
Yeah.
It is a crime.
oh. Well, if we're doing this, and we'll like plug in Malcolm's, we'll plug in his phone. We'll get to one of his playlists. And we'll like immediately turn on like Yoko Kanno and the Seatbelts, like the entire fucking Cowboy Bebop soundtrack will just be blaring. We're doing this my way.
So, has Malcolm ever driven a vehicle this big?
No.
Because Escalades are like 22 feet long and nearly 10 feet wide.
Oh,
Banks has never driven a vehicle this big.
not like the limo ones, like the actual like compact ones.
There's no such thing as a compact Escalade.
I thought there was a compact Escalade.
They have the Tahoe. No, that's the GMC.
Big.
The Tahoe is like 5 feet shorter. That's about it.
Whatever. Can it pull a trailer? It's a
Yes.
nice fancy car. It's
Yes.
a nice fancy car.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely. So you guys, basically, it's the same engine with a shorter body. So, so you guys head out. Like I said, it takes about an hour to get out to the place. The trailer is on the trailer pickup place. You made sure it was on the way, so you can just come in real quick and pick it up. Well, it's you go to the ag farm, I should say, and pick it up. And so you get out there, and the guy's like comes out as you're pulling up, and he's like, "You the one looking for the black bull?"
I am. Did you find me a completely black one?
He's like, "Yeah, I would say it normally that would be no problem." He says, "But when I got up this morning, we discovered something when I went out into the field to start looking this morning, we discovered something really weird."
Did all your bulls turn white?
No, they didn't turn white. He said they'd all been gilded.
Of course they have. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, because I'm trying to sell breeders here, and so I wanted to talk to you guys because getting a request for an uncut bull is not abnormal. It says, but the whole making sure it's all black and not having a spot of color on it, and then all of a sudden all my breeding bulls are gilded. That's not normal.
No.
So
no, I'm afraid it's not.
I just wanted to know, what did you guys want this bull for?
A music video.
Why was it so important that it was ungilded for a music video?
Have you ever met musicians?
It's a very, very... We can't give you the name of the particular musician who wants it because this is supposed to be like a very, very the top secret project, but very, very picky. The type of musician that only likes green Skittles kind of scenario.
Nadia's hoping that because we drove up in an Escalade, this will reinforce the fact that it's for a music video.
Gotcha. He's like, look, normally I wouldn't be this invasive, and I don't want to come off like I'm trying to know all your personal business. Sure. I just lost tens of thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
And so I'm just trying to figure out exactly why someone would take the time to sneak into a farm and gild 20 bulls, and how the fuck they did it.
By the way, that would be more than tens of thousands if you have 20 bulls.
Oh yeah.
That would be
As an FYI.
Oh yeah.
hundreds of thousands.
Okay, he's got to sell them before they get too big, because otherwise they're going to start killing each other.
Are we in a place where we can see the bulls that are out there?
Yeah.
I would love to investigate a mystery and use the site to employ any nearby spirits.
All right.
In that.
I would love to do the same, but use telepathy to read a bad situation.
All right, go for it. Both of you make me 2 separate rolls, and depending on your successes, I'll give you 2 different types of information because you're using 2 different sources.
Are there any ghost testicles around?
Ghost testicles.
Ghost testicles.
Ghost testicles.
Remind me again how
Okay.
the system works.
So you roll 2d6, and the attribute, since you're using investigate a mystery, I do believe that's cool.
Investigative mystery is sharp.
Sharp. So you're gonna roll 2d6, add your sharp attribute, and then if you're using telepathy to investigate mystery, it should give you some kind of bonus that you get from that.
I think telepathy just lets me read. I can just use it to read people's thoughts. I don't think it gives me the ability to swap over to use weird instead of sharp.
Nope, I don't think it does.
No, I think it's just the sharp.
Okay. Got it. And then Malcolm, you're rolling yours.
I rolled and I got adding my sharp. I got a 12.
Got it.
I got double 5s.
So that's a 10. Plus minus 1 is a 9. But that's still a success. Because remember, a 7 or above is a success.
Okay.
Malcolm, what's your sharp?
My sharp is +1.
+1, so you got an 11 total.
I got an 11 total.
Yeah. Because remember, if you roll a natural 12, it's considered to be a critical success.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do. I'll do. In investigating mystery, there's questions you can ask.
Right.
So Dottie gets 1 question. Malcolm gets 3 questions.
Let me find my questions. I did not prepare that sheet. Nope, it's not. That's not what I want either.
That's not it. Do. Yeah, my computer's suddenly going super slow as well. I need to remember to bring my Monster of the Week book in here.
Dang it. Okay, I'm gonna.
There we go.
Open it up in my little notes.
Monster of the Week. What's the book? Hunter reference sheet. All right. Oh, I forgot. I gotta download this stupid thing.
Okay, here we go. Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay, here we go. That's better. All right. So, Mal will ask first what happened here. We'll ask the spirits what happened here from their perspective.
So the spirits group around you, there's a lot of different types of spirits here. You don't just talk to the dead, right?
No, just it's
spirits?
any kind of
Yeah,
spirit.
there's nature spirits here. There's agricultural spirits here. And the agricultural spirits seem to be very upset, as do some of the nature spirits. Basically, what they tell you is that something came in the morning light and took the rage from the bulls.
Okay. Okay. Oof. I'll ask 2 more. Okay. What sort of creature did it?
It wasn't a creature. It was a thing of the earth. Incredibly powerful and old.
Okay. There are two questions that I need to choose between. And I don't like it because both of these would be great bits of information. But I need to.
Don't forget, I get a question as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Malcolm will then ask the spirits, "What's being concealed?"
What is being concealed is that the creatures themselves were not harmed.
The creatures being the bulls.
Yes. They were just altered. They were technically misplaced for a moment.
Momentarily misplaced. Okay, and then we'll like nod and thank the spirits for their information. And we'll turn to Dottie. Okay, I've got some information from the spirits nearby. We can talk about that in a moment. If you could find out if there's any way for you to see where whatever this being is that did this went, that would be helpful.
I think Dottie is going to. So for read about situation, I don't have it attached to my character sheet. Is there a certain list of questions?
Yep.
Yes.
Is it the same as investigate a mystery?
No.
Okay.
I just realized that it's read about situation and not investigate a mystery questions. Yeah, those are different. So your questions are: what is my best way in? What's my best way out? Are there dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? What's most vulnerable to me? What's the best way to protect the victims?
Okay. Out of those ones, Dottie is going to ask the one which is, what is most vulnerable to me?
Most vulnerable to you?
I think that's the wording of it, right? Like, how is...
Yeah, what's most vulnerable to me?
What's most vulnerable to me? But she is going to direct this question while she's looking in her compact mirror, like off to the side, and trying to channel the thing that she gets her power from whenever she asks this question.
So you feel that the thing that's most vulnerable to you in this entire situation here is, I mean, I'm trying to figure out how to interpret this, because the only way I can interpret that is the farmer or the rancher.
Okay, like this rancher is a normal human, is what I can probably.
He looks to be. He looks to be.
Just looks to be.
Yep.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and use Jinx.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to give Malcolm a +1 forward.
Ooh.
Let's see, because I used this before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the we find something, the target loses something and we find it. So I'm going to try to use help a hunter by giving them a +1 forward by interfering with their enemy.
Okay.
And I'm going to attempt to do this preemptively by, because something is obviously fucking with us. So something is also
Trying to get
fucking.
in our way.
Yeah. So something is also fucking with Malcolm. So I'm trying to basically interfere with whatever the thing is, basically. By being a stubborn housewife and still taking one of the bulls and paying a fair price for it.
Okay.
And trying to basically decide that it's fine. It will work for what we have to do. It doesn't matter. People still take the bull.
Got it.
You see if maybe that will interfere with whatever is fucking around with us, specifically fucking with Malcolm. So I need to roll 2 dice, and then I need to add my plus weird, which is a good roll. I got an 8.
That's a success. So here's what happens. As you use your weird to interfere with the creature, it's basically you're interfering with his plans.
Mm-hmm.
You and the farmer, you're still talking to the farmer, and he's like, he comes walking up, and he says, the only thing I can think of, and he goes, let me go check something, and he goes walking over to the barn nearby, and he says, I had one of the yearlings in here because he had developed a cough, and I didn't want him to get him out with the herd and get anyone else sick in case it was contagious. So he goes into the barn and he says, he says he doesn't have a cough anymore. He's like, but this one's intact.
Oh, damn.
We'll take him, and I'll make sure that next time we're looking at donation spots that your name comes up at the top of the list for the ag department.
He's like,
Absolutely.
He's like, thank you. And he says, and fair market price is going to at least take the sting off a little bit. He says, but, he says, if you guys, I don't know what you're doing, but if you find out that this happened to anyone else, would you get me in touch with them? He says,
Absolutely.
I don't understand how this happened. He says,
what's this guy's name? Did we get a name for him?
Yeah, David Christ. Christ. Krist.
Christ. Is it Krispy Kreme?
No, it's Christ. So he's so you guys are walking, and as you're walking back, because you did it to Malcolm, you notice something as you're walking away from the barn with, kind of like the ranchers leading the cow around to the trailer to put him in. You notice something very odd.
Okay.
Outside of the pen, or the main gate where it goes out into the field, in the ground, there is a very large indention that looks like something spun. Something heavy was dragged and turned. And as you look at it, you realize that this is a footprint. But the problem is, the foot is about almost 3 feet long.
Okay. I'm gonna take my phone out. I'm going to take a picture of that. I'm going to make sure that it actually took a picture of that.
It did.
I'm going to put the phone back in my pocket, and I'm going to note that for later.
All right. So while you guys getting the trailer loaded up and driving back, I'm going to get back with Stitches and the Venom, but first we're gonna take a 10-minute break because I need something to drink and I want to eat my pizza real quick. So we're gonna take a 10-minute break, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back and we will continue this as things are gonna get spicy in a minute, and it's gonna be fun.
What kind of spicy? What kind of
Is
spicy?
it gonna be lightning bolt flavored?
There might be some lightning bolts.
Why is it?
Why what? Why what?
Why us? Why us?
Why you? You're the one. You're the one who wanted to try seduce Zeus.
That was a joke.
That was a joke.
Peace and quiet. That's all I was.
We'll be back in 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. in the
Barbecue
Congo.
sauce.
Sauce on my titties. Yes.
What?
Have y'all not seen Orange Is the New Black?
I have, but I don't remember that.
That is a line from Orange Is the New Black.
I don't doubt it.
There I was.
It's
Barbecue
sauce
sauce
on
on
my
my titties.
titties.
I mean, you could have worse.
Absolutely.
It could be
you
Frank's
can-
Red Hot sauce
you-
on your titties.
from the argument that was had earlier today, you can have barbecue sauce on pizza.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Depends on the pizza.
It's not pizza
Barbecue
anymore.
chicken.
Barbecue chicken, yeah.
It's not pizza anymore. I
Yeah,
looked
it
it up.
really
Merriam-Webster's definition says pizza has pizza sauce, not barbecue sauce.
You could
If
dip
you're ever in New
pizza
Orleans
barbecue
again.
sauce and it still be pizza.
Nope, it's something else. It's not pizza anymore.
If you ever go back to New Orleans,
Mm-hmm.
I need you to go on I'm blanking. Is it Britannia? Might be Britannia. Britannia Avenue.
Mm-hmm.
It's a spot called Cafe Roma.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lovely food, amongst which they sell varying types of pizzas.
Gotcha.
One of the types of pizzas they sell is a wonderful barbecue chicken pizza. It is a gourmet. It's like they do gourmet pizzas. It's a gourmet barbecue chicken pizza. It is delightful. It will change your life.
So does it have tomato sauce on it?
Tomato sauce and the barbecue sauce.
Nope. Too much vinegar
So-
if it'd be called tomato sauce.
So,
Oh, here we go.
actually, sorry. You can't have too much vinegar for it to be considered a tomato sauce because so long as the base is tomato or tomato exists in the sauce, it is still technically tomato sauce.
Correct.
And that is all you need. So actually, ketchup is considered a tomato sauce, and barbecue sauces are considered tomato sauces. So
I reject your reality and replace it with my own.
You
I
just
worked-
I'm the divine, bitch. That's my
Hold
job.
Hold on. I worked at a barbecue place. Most barbecue sauces have a tomato base in them.
All except for that. Who has that weird mayonnaise-based sauce?
Alabama White. It's called Alabama
Don't
White.
even talk about it.
Mayonnaise barbecue
It's
sauce.
actually really
That's
good with all the
gross.
spice. No. It's not just mayonnaise. It's Miracle Whip.
Oh,
it's not
even
mayonnaise.
worse.
Worse.
That doesn't
And-
make it better.
That's so much worse.
It's
I liked the mayonnaise idea.
but it has like a lot of spices in it, and you just don't taste the Miracle Whip.
Then why is it there? Why
Because
would
it's
you?
really good with brisket.
I don't
would try
want it.
For the same reason that there's a silent K, it's unnecessary in life. Or in words where there's a silent K, it's unnecessary. It's flavor.
Ladies and gentlemen, should we have a poll? Is a man
Alabama White isn't even. It's not mayonnaise.
just pizza not being pizza?
No, sorry, it is mayonnaise. It has horseradish, cayenne pepper, vinegar, and apple cider. Well, it has apple cider vinegar.
Yeah, I looked it up too. I know what goes in it. It's just not barbecue sauce. I don't know how they call
I'd be
that
willing
barbecue
to try
sauce.
it. I'd be willing to try it.
All right,
But
next
I
time
would,
at Gen Con, though it has to be refrigerated because you have to refrigerate it every 3 hours or it goes bad.
because the mayonnaise.
Yeah. Correct.
Good old liquid eggs.
Maybe okay. You know what? I may have to stop at Mission Barbecue and get the 6-pack of all of the barbecue sauces that they make.
Okay.
One of my favorite is Tupelo Honey Heat. It has habaneros in it, and it's really good.
I'm in.
So we just need to not.
You notice that we're all eating now, and now we're talking about foods.
We're just gonna get a bunch of like meat selections from places, and then we're just trying all of these sauces with different meat options.
Oh yeah,
I'm in.
We will
Yeah.
make a tier.
I'll buy a pack of it. We'll bring it.
And I will buy. Oh boy, I can't. I will buy some ghost pepper cheese popcorn to have with it.
Ghost pepper
Who
cheese
hurt you?
popcorn? Who hurt you?
Everyone.
Who hurt you?
I mostly blame my father for getting me into the spice game to begin with.
Valid.
I might cry a little bit, but I'm probably be like, "Oh, this is so good, but it hurts, but it's so
Oh.
good."
It's delicious. It's my favorite popcorn.
All right, back in the car with the
Back in the
Oh,
car.
give me a
with
second.
Zeus into Venom.
Give me 1 second.
With Big Daddy
Still
Light
reading
Bulb.
sound, but give me a minute. The stream seems to be frozen on OBS. I'm just making sure it doesn't crash.
Oh, that is a
goes.
fascinating point to stream on.
There it goes. Nope,
All
it did
right.
not crash.
So there we were with our cups of coffee.
There we were.
in the
There we
car.
were in the Congo. There we go.
Picture it. Sicily, 1995.
Guys,
Sicily,
we just
1985.
slowly in this game we just get more unhinged as the night goes on.
And
Oh, we
this
got another hydrate.
No.
This is
Why are
not
you
even
saying
what
no?
Emerald Sanctums gets up to because we're missing the key component of chaos.
I know.
Milagros.
Yes.
Missy baby.
Oh my gosh, I miss you so much.
There will be more chaos when you return.
Oh, Milagros on Monday has been a hoot.
Milagros is always a hoot. Milagros is amazing.
It is.
And you all get to meet Milagros in January when we come back to doing Emerald Sancties.
I need to get back. I need to bug Milagros because we were working on a pamphlet about lesbian bears,
Ooh.
like the body type of
Yeah.
a bear
Yeah.
specifically. And we didn't get it done by Pride, but I still want to work on it because it has a lot of history.
There's
Anyway.
another Pride coming up. You will be fine.
I know.
So, oh yeah. Excuse me, Stitches, you said you were going to make the car ride more awkward than it had to be?
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
What are you doing, Stitches? Because you're driving. So,
Oh, we're driving the speed limit.
okay.
We're not going above it. We're
Gotcha.
stopping at every stoplight on the red, stopping at every stop sign, taking
Mhm.
my time through the roundabouts.
Okay.
Permanent
She's,
purchase.
she's asking DeVenom how her coffee is.
DeVenom, would you like to describe your reaction to your first ever insane amounts of sugar and caffeine?
Yeah. At first, totally fine. Like, Divinum is loving the taste. Like, the coffee, the sweetness, it's blending together nicely. Coffee might be a general taste they enjoy, unlike cinnamon. Fuck cinnamon. So at first, totally fine. Then when it starts to kick in,
Mm-hmm.
as as we have just seen, when cats see something they like or that they want to go after, and their pupils just
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
that's essentially what happens to Divinum. And now Divinum is hyped up on caffeine and sugar for the first time in their weird little life. And they are losing their mind just a bit. They are not sitting still. They are actively switching from the different seats in the back of the car, like unbuckling, sliding over, buckling, unbuckling, sliding over, buckling, and then
Which makes the back seat of Herman perfect because it's a long bench. So you can literally slide from one side to the other.
You get some like tapping on the window if like something goes by. Oh no, hold on, let me roll for something real quick.
I'm gonna see if you stick your head out the window.
See if I climb out of this fucking car.
Oh no. Now Zeus.
Yes, hot little devil girl.
Are we teen wolf surfing on this car? Is that what's about to happen?
Did you just call me a hot little devil girl?
Yes.
We're surfing USA.
I am a woman.
Yes, but devil woman just doesn't have the best ring to it. Hot little devil girl is very much better.
Devanum, get your head in the damn car. That's fine.
You just have your arms out.
Oh yeah.
Are you doing the?
They're gonna figure that out real fast.
Sip in her dirty chai as they're driving. Put it back in the cup holder.
Is it? Did you want to tell me something, or do you just like saying my name?
Wouldn't you like to find out?
I mean, if I really felt the need, then yes, but I don't.
Mm.
Don't you always feel the need, though?
Wow. I'm actually surprised that you're keeping it in your pants. Anyways, Devenom, are you all right? What in the hell are you? You're just sliding around like a slip and slide in the back seat.
Gotta try out both windows.
Try out both windows. Does the arm thing work out this window? How about this window? What about both windows at the same time? I can't reach.
So it's this 7.5 foot tall MILF looking lady that's just like she is having the time of her life. Occasionally if someone looks over, she like puts her arm back in and tries to look distinguished.
She pulls a dancing baby Groot.
Oh my god.
And she like makes aggressive eye contact too.
So,
Prolonged die.
is the story about you turning into a swan real?
Yes. All the stories about me are real.
Even the rain shower?
Yes.
Why a swan?
I don't kink shame. They liked it. Really? You're a devil? What? You find something I mean... What?
I'm sorry, what?
You're a devil.
Half.
Which half? He raises one eyebrow.
The mother side.
Oh. He kind of smiles. He says, look, I don't understand why you're so weirded out by my old exploits. He says, people like what they like.
Yeah, I get that, but swan? You do know swans usually mate for life.
I wasn't actually a swan. You do understand that.
I don't know, that's not what some of the stories said.
I was me, but I was a swan.
You were a swan.
Yeah.
Because the timing
gotcha.
is perfect. And because of sugar and caffeine and a newfound ability is going to shapeshift
Oh no.
into one of their other forms, which is a dusky turtle dove. And now there is a bird sitting in the back of your car.
Zeus looks back and is like, what did you give them to drink?
One of those mocha frappe things.
How long has it had a physical form?
Just today.
So you gave something that's only been in existence for hours a massive amount of caffeine and sugar.
I mean, I gave her Big Red earlier.
Zeus looks over the back seat and he's like, if it flies out the window, it's not my fault.
Rolls up the windows. Also, she'll pull something out of her back, out of the little glove compartment. I'm pretty sure there's like little packets of crackers in there.
Mm-hmm.
She'll just hand them over, open it up. There's for her.
He opens the crackers up and he tosses them in the back seat. see, now as a swan, I could have ignored that because I wasn't a swan. I was me. I was just. I was
like you weren't just the rain either.
Of course, I wasn't just the rain. I was me. You can't shapeshift. I take it.
Not yet.
Okay. Divinum, are you gonna stay a bird?
Are you gonna stop me? Coming from this small ass turtle tub.
He's like, not if you really want to be a bird. It's just, you don't actually have to act like a bird. You're
Don't
not
tell them
actually
what to do in this car.
It's like, I'm a god. I can tell people what to do anywhere.
Uh-huh.
I'm also a god.
Also,
Heck.
just so you know, the car tells things to a little girl. So no, we're gonna behave in this car.
Says you.
Zeus is like,
Who's
what?
been flirting with my dad in the car?
It says, look, not that I'm above it, but I'm not going to sleep with any of my kids' friends right now. So let's just not bring that stuff up. He says, now, since you told me what's going on, your friends went to go get a bull to appease hospitality.
Yep.
Because until you appease hospitality, you're basically at Nyx's mercy.
Yeah, I almost fought her in an IHOP.
That wouldn't have been a good idea. She would just obliterate you.
It would have been a good time.
I highly doubt it. If there's anything I know, is that Nyx is... If you want to find a horrible way to die, you just go to Nyx.
I'm not scared to die. That's the whole point.
Some ways to die. So many dumb ways to die.
Zeus says, all right, look. There's some places... There should be no place that a god fears to tread. And there should never be a place that the god of all gods fears to tread. He says, but I will tell you this, I will never step foot in Nyx's domain.
Well, unfortunately, Cheese did.
And it's alive?
Yep.
Why is it alive?
It's an imp.
Why is it alive?
It escaped.
I don't think it could have escaped if Nyx didn't want it to. What exactly is y'all's relationship with Nyx or this old lady?
She's just the mean old lady known as Miss Hannigan. She owns the antique shop.
And she's Nyx.
Yep.
I think.
She's just a crotchety old bitch.
I think she's next.
So
Oh, that's where I woke up. Was her antique shop. As a
you
dog.
woke up in Nyx's antique shop.
Yes. Cool.
Oh,
Pooh.
it says, so what you're telling me is you, an embodiment of fate, woke up in an antique shop owned by the embodiment of darkness?
Cool.
And two entities that are not even really... They're more like parts of reality than they are entities. Being in the same place at the same time didn't set off any alarm bells.
It's hard to hear alarm bells that are new when the alarm bells from being an existence on the planet rather than an idea are constantly going off.
I guess that would be... I guess that would be difficult considering you haven't had to manifest physical form in so long. But still, none of this is looking like it's unintentional.
No duh.
And you don't have any idea who's pulling strings.
That was a puppet. No. That's what we're trying to figure out. This is sort of like a side stop to appease a goddess so that
We can
don't
figure
get the
things
ball back.
out.
Yeah.
No, I understand. This is, all right. Yes.
Did y'all tell him about He Who Walks Behind and the deal Malcolm made?
Told him about everything that, like, Divinum just... bleh,
Yep.
So
absolutely
so
everything.
Zeus would know about needing to deliver the thing that needs to go to the sticks.
All right. Or at the very least, Zeus would know someone who would know.
Hope so.
Yeah, they're related.
Zeus
I mean-
says,
Contact.
I mean, the thing that needs to go to Styx is obviously, for some reason, is... Well, the way it sounds like it's Divinum.
We all live in a yellow submarine. Yellow submarine.
And
Yeah,
Divinum's
so
completely is at least has a mortal form, so if they cross the river Styx, they can't come back.
At least
Or-
not the usual way.
Correct.
I've seen some fates with some interesting loopholes.
Something is attempting to subvert the nature of things,
Yes.
and somehow you being transferred across the Stygian River is going to cause some kind of change, but I don't know what.
Well, part. If I had to guess, and this dusky turtle dove hops up onto like the middle part,
Console, yeah.
yeah, the console between you guys, and just kind of walks up. Well, if I had to guess, so I'm close though. The fate. I weave people's lives into existence. With me gone, I don't know how that's happening.
Who?
Because what? Who? Because one of the people who I've met, who you have yet to meet, Malcolm, I have never seen his fate. The others I have. I haven't met anyone else outside of Malcolm whose fate I have not seen in some capacity, form, or snippet. But nothing, Malcolm. Which means he was created after I left.
Which means something is weaving new fates.
Yes.
Ugh.
You know, shouldn't this be your job
It's
to
like,
fix?
I didn't know anything was wrong.
Shouldn't it be your job to know if things are wrong?
I'm not omnipotent.
Yeah, you did walk up to me when you first found out it was me, and told me that you're still in charge of everything, which is really funny considering the situation that's happening right now. Too.
Oh, you just got told.
I'm about to have squab.
No, you're not.
I don't think that would fix things.
And then you're gonna feel bad.
I'm
That's
not going to
debatable.
kill my daughter. Look, this needs more than just you guys and me.
Oh, you're gonna help?
I was already planning on helping,
Oh,
Just-
aren't you sweet?
but I need reinforcement.
Well, we're almost to my dad. We're gonna get, you know what? She's pulling up to the big goth house.
He's
The
like,
all black house.
oh, that makes sense. He's like, look, I'm going to go to Olympus and recruit some more help.
Is Ares hot?
They're all hot.
Oh man, I'm in trouble now, aren't I?
They're gods and goddesses, depending on their mood. But he says, yes, they're hot. It's a thing. So, you guys, I don't think you need me for the preparations you were already ready to make, so I'm going to go see what I can find. I will be back as soon as I can.
Bye.
This is. He says he just looks at Devenom as a pigeon and is like, oh god, and he just disappears in a little crackle of lightning.
Hops onto his chair.
There we are. Yep.
Still as a pigeon.
So, yeah.
So I'm not giving
Davidum just discovered he could do this in this very car.
Love that. We
He's
pull.
gonna try to drink while a pigeon, though. I don't know how that's gonna go.
Stick the heads in the cup.
comes up, face is covered.
Nope. I feel like she's just getting out of the car, holding the cup, holding the venom on her arm, with the cup holder in the other hand.
Oh wait, isn't there whipped cream all over the top of a frappe?
Usually.
So when, yeah, I was gonna say, splat.
We're just taking the bird, just go inside. Hey, Dad.
He says, yeah, what's going on?
We're gonna borrow the backyard. Don't go outside for a little bit.
He's like, are you doing that skyclad thing again?
No, we're doing a thing.
He's like, just take it farther into the woods, because remember the sheriff called last time because some people saw y'all?
Oh, Uncle Benny?
Yeah, but it's still the sheriff.
Uncle Benny ain't gonna come out here.
He says, just try and be more careful.
Yeah, we're gonna go out in the woods.
Okay.
Oh, Dad, this is Devenom.
He's like, holy
As did
cow
your
and God and... Sorry. My... Hi. Tall.
No, they're still the pigeon.
They're bird.
Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I forgot they were bird. I forgot they were bird.
Turtle dove.
He's like, oh. And he looks at the man. He's like, oh, when did you get a turtle? When did you get a pet dove?
They're not a pet, Dad.
There's a pigeon, isn't
Ew.
it? Do you say that in your human voice?
Yeah.
It has kind of the coo sound
It's
to
like,
it, but they haven't
what's
quite figured out how
wrong
to
with-
actually coo.
What's wrong with... It's... That's a very weird...
And shift back.
Your dad just goes...
All right, have a good nap, Dad. And then just continue heading out to the backyard.
He passed out.
Dice is just
Oh.
dead.
Oh, then you see the little black cat running around. There's Bones running. Yep.
So it's like...
On Great Smurf.
I was gonna say, so like, it's like, yeah, that's the cat, and thank God you're no longer a pigeon.
All right, Bones, you be good. Keep an eye on Dad. All right? All right.
Bones walks in, just climbs up in your dad's chest and curls into a ball.
Perfect. Doing your job. Perfect.
So, actually, since you guys are coming back with the bull, and you guys have to make preparations in the woods, I think this is a great place to stop for the night, because I do have to get to bed early because I have a meeting at 6:30 in the morning.
Oh,
yeah.
let me pull up the sheet real
Yep,
quick.
let's pull up the sheet and do the
All
escapades.
right.
I have to close so many tabs.
And here's a quick question. Does anyone have any theories on what's going on?
Chaos.
We're
How do we
secretly
think
on the Housewives of Olympus.
That's
I have a feeling that Nyx may have nothing to do with this.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely. It's whatever the fuck wants. It's some kind of like double blind situation.
Yeah.
all
Next one
right.
doesn't even know.
Did we conclude the current mystery?
No.
Nope.
Did we save someone from certain death or worse?
We saved a man from bankruptcy.
Saved him from bankruptcy. Yeah.
Which can be
I would
worse than
count
death,
that.
depending on
I
who
would
you
count
ask.
that. I would count that. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
We learned that Zeus is like just randomly hangs the fuck out at coffee shops. Apparently,
No, he had a date.
He
he has a date.
With who?
You don't know. He didn't say.
Watch, it was gonna be
Research.
Deborah.
We did interrupt it though. That
We
was
didn't
funny.
interrupt it. It could have been Deborah.
All right. I will count that as. Did we learn something new and important about one of the hunters? Yes,
They can
Devenim can turn
transform
into a turtle
turtle.
dove.
Oh.
And that they have learned about parental embarrassment.
Yes.
New
and-
emotion unlocked.
And they may be having a heart attack due to the sugar and caffeine.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
love.
that's right.
I love that this entire session they've done nothing useful. It's
Yeah.
just I can experience things.
You
now.
are gonna smite. You're gonna smite cheese.
So 2 XP.
2 XP. You were gonna smite cheese though.
I'm going to.
Still going to. As soon as he shows up. Alrighty.
Also, we also learned Cheese knows how to use Amazon.
Yeah.
Cheese does know how to use Amazon. Who do you think designed Amazon? Bezos?
Cheese.
Cheese?
No, the devil.
That thing's a work of demons.
Devil.
All right. So, Cove, where can people find you on the mighty, mighty interwebs?
Oh joy. Hi, I'm Cove. You can find my link tree at Vexomniari because I have yet to change everything over because this was a sensitive thing until it wasn't. You can find me on Meister Hypster's Twitch channel on Saturdays, where I play Vampire the Masquerade, where I play Amarette Fane, who is a gender fluid little toreador with a humanity of 8. They do their best. They just got to do their big actual performance, where they got to show off what their actual toreador art was, which was awesome. But now some weird shit's happening, and they're backstage, and backstage has turned to look like it's from a different time, and it's completely deserted, and they are entirely separate from their coterie, who are sitting in the box seats and have no idea anything's wrong as of yet. So that's great. We're not doing a regular session this Saturday. We might be doing a 0.5 for 2 of the characters and how they meet in their like little adventure, if I tune in for that. And then obviously you can find me here on Tuesdays, which has been so much fun. I've loved this so much. I love everyone I get to play with. The GM is also amazing, I do gotta say.
Thank you so much.
And of course, for a limited run time, not counting this Thursday because Thanksgiving, but you can also find me over at Nerdsmith on Thursdays, where I get to play in a 50s Eldritch horror themed game, where I get to play Delphi Foxglove, who is a very charismatic mortician who does her best to avoid dissecting and embalming the dead things she finds, but she's not always successful. And some weird shit just happened, and she's now at 3 witnesses, which essentially means she's on her way to becoming an Eldritch horror, which is so much fun for everyone else involved. So yeah, tune into that.
Have you grown gills yet?
No. Well, no, but she doesn't have to breathe now. She has
Love
lost the need to breathe through unfortunate circumstances.
Yeah.
But we don't need to talk about that. And then soon-ish, you'll also be able to find me here more often.
Actually, we can technically announce it because we have a full cast booked and we have a starting technical date ready. We just got to line it up with how the every other Fridays are going to go. But every other Friday, we are going to be starting now a Cyberpunk Red game. And the players in the Cyberpunk, I'm running, but the players in the Cyberpunk Red game are either all femme-presenting or non-binary. And
I love
so
that.
it is an amazing cast. Of course, Cove is on it. Red Queen Hales is on it. Hyrethal is going to be on it. And, God, who's the last person? My brain just went out my ear.
Moog.
Huh?
Mode.
Mood, yeah. Well, it's late. Anyway, it's going to be every other Friday, opposite our Best Days stream, and it's going to be starting in either the second or third week in January. And so it is going to be a wonderful time, and I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in Night City with these people. It's going to be amazing, and I look forward to running that one because I haven't run a good urban sci-fi in a while, and
Nova.
Huh?
Nova.
And so this is going to be a blast, and yeah, I gotta brush up on my slang. So, but that's not going to be coming for a little bit. So, let's go ahead and head around the corner and go and say, oh, was that it? By the way, Cove?
Yeah, that's it. I'm just very
I'm just making
excited.
sure. Oh no, I know.
On that topic, just real quick, you did get the DM I sent you, yes?
Yes,
Okay,
I
cool.
saw all that stuff.
I'm
That's
bad.
a lot of stuff. So, let's go ahead and say hi to Diamond. Diamond, how are you doing? Everything okay?
I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Yes.
My cat opened my door, so she's now lingering. Let me see if I can grab her real quick.
Ichigo!
Ichigo,
Ichigo.
Kurosaki. Dun dun dun.
Oh,
No,
there
baby.
it is. It's the strawberry.
baby, there's the demon.
The demon who is peacefully laying on mommy's arm because
With vengeance in her eyes.
with vengeance in her eyes. Well,
With
you did
vengeance in her eyes.
pick them up without permission.
It's fine. She's used to it. So hi, I'm Madness Diamond, but since we're friends now, you can call me Diamond. I create wholesome chaos and wonderful things across the interwebs. You can usually find me at Madness Diamond on social medias, unless you're looking for me on TikTok, then I'm at Madness Diamond 2.0. I am a actual play performer, cosplayer, writer, sex worker, jack of all trades, master of most, and your order of epics for the Epics of Doradin, which is a project that I'm working on slowly but surely. And you can find me a lot of places. If you check out my Beacons page, I have a little tab in there with all of my actual play schedules. On Tuesdays, you can find me here at 7:30 Central Standard Time, playing your lovely, spooky housewife, Dottie. On Thursdays, you can find me on World Tree Quest at 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, playing Melusine Luce Vestra, the lovely Battle Master Fighter, which I believe we're going into combat. We don't have a session this Thursday because holidays. So next Thursday, we've got 3 more sessions until we wrap up this year. And then we have one of our players leaving, and then we continue on in January. So it's going to be very exciting. We're going to have a big plot-heavy lore drop, so my note-taker brain is, like, preparing itself for that. But I know. So I'm mentally preparing myself for that one. So don't forget to join us there and see what lovely chaos we get up to, which is also on World Tree Quest once again here on Twitch. And then every other Friday, you can come see me again on the Inner Games stream at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, where we are still playing Best Days, our Tales from the Loop game, where I play Songbird like you, who is the troublemaker, who made a dirty fucking bomb last session out of a janitorial closet supplies.
We love
Pretty
that.
much.
And it went really fucking well.
It did, actually. It went really fucking well. I mean,
Teamwork, baby.
Yep.
Teamwork. I killed a fuck ton of birds that were
Yep.
evil, working for a cult. Technically not the bourgeoisie, technically the bourgeoisie.
bourgeoisie.
But yeah, so you can find me all those for actual play streams. I have a couple pre-recorded ones that might start popping up in the interim next month. So look out for those.
Cool.
And I can't announce them yet, but they exist. It's a thing I did. When I have details, I can release. I'll tell you more. So hint, hint. But if I also do other work. I work for a nonprofit called Decrim 305, which is based in the Miami-Dade County area, and it services mainly outreaching sex workers and or the unhoused community in their area, and does a lot of outreach, does a lot of harm reduction work. And I'm currently working on a project with them where I'm asking if you are a sex worker, current, former, and or a newbie in the TTRPG community, come slip into my DMs. Let's have a conversation. So I would love to have you speak with us about your experiences within the TTRPG community as a sex worker. because your experiences are unique to you, and I want to know more about what makes you so special and what you bring to this community so we can diversify it and get ourselves the proper representation we deserve. And so the other one is I'm also technically a writer. You can find me in the Vampires of Color zine with BIPOC Vampire Day, which was our charity zine for Sickle Cell American Foundation-ish. It's still up-ish. It's still up on the Ko-Fi shop, which is the BIPOC Vampire Day. It's also in my Beacons page. There's 2 of them. I have writings in both. One of them is the volume 2 of Vampires of Color called Crimson Kiss, where I have the Fellowship and Ferocity piece that I wrote from the perspective of my Twin Cities by Night gang girl Kit and the relationship with her soul, which is her beast. And then in the After Dark zine, you can read Sacred Communion, which is a lovely collaborative piece between myself and Donna Moon, where we just explore lesbian vampires having a meal together. It's cool. It's hot. It's 18 plus.
It definitely would be.
It's for charity. So if you want some vampire content, come over to my Beacons page and scroll through my lovely links and join me across the social medias. And that is me.
Dun, dun, dun. And next we have the Star Shard of the Stories.
Hello, I'm Star Shard Stories, or Star Shard Story, on most corners of the internet. Usually on Mondays, you can find me guest storytelling for Twin Cities by Night, which we are nearing the end of the chronicle. Last episode, the Venture's wife was murdered.
Because that's what happens when you're a Venture's
By
wife.
the Scourge.
Then they...
Sergey killed her.
So,
We need to talk.
are they being hunted then?
No,
No.
they were actually pinned for the murder of the prince.
Oh.
Yep.
Oh.
So,
Something
there
silly.
is that on Monday nights, also at 8 p.m. Well, that one's on 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Beggar Street. On 8 p.m. Eastern on the Starfield, I am wrapping up Changeling Lost, DC's Lost. We have 3 episodes left, and then starting on Mondays after the new year, I'm thinking the 3rd week of January, we'll be having the Guardians of Neptune's Cairn, which is a werewolf 5th edition game with Madness Diamond, that one, Warlock, Miss Liss, and my brain just fizzled, King Face Crush. So I have the chaotic group at one table.
It sounds like madness and fun.
Tuesdays, you can find me here playing Stitches. On Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern or 9:30 a.m. Eastern, aka when everybody shows up and I get the technology going, we start. We are within the last 2 episodes of our Vampire the Masquerade and Hunter the Reckoning groups for indie circles. And then after that, on Fridays, we'll be moving to about 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time with a game called Midnight Codex. It has Sarah from the Blank Bodies podcast, Zoot Machine, Dyson Autism, and then Wacky. So I'm super excited with that group because with that game, you get to write your own spells. You get to make up your own spells.
Nice.
It's going to be a blast. And none of them have memories of how they got into this city.
Nice.
They just woke up with a spell book in the middle of this city.
Hey, it happens.
And then you can find me on Dicey Tables Podcast, where I play Vanya Skylark, our high elf barbarian scary guard dog privileges. Other than that, I have no other projects coming up right now. Oh, besides the 2 secret projects for Gen Con next year.
I don't even know you're supposed to say that much.
I am allowed to, actually.
I love the attitude. I am allowed to.
I am allowed to.
Excellent. So, Sphinx.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
Where can people find you on the mighty, mighty interwebs?
Well, hello there, everyone. I am Sphinx Akasha, your current champion of bards. And by bard, that means that I am a singer, a musician, a writer, a actor, a cosplayer, a sometimes not really on stage, but like mostly in my own head comedian. You can find me on TikTok as Circle DM, Sphinx Akash just about everywhere else on the internet. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, you can find me right here with Dinner and a Game, playing, of course, currently playing in this lovely game with this wonderful cast, which is normally Emerald Sanctums, but while we're on the short-term thing, it's, small town life. On Wednesdays, currently playing as, what is his name? It's right there. Idris, the SMR spell shot in our Between Two Worlds campaign, which is set in the same universe as our other campaign on Wednesday nights, Kingdoms of Mist. Every other Friday, you can find me with the 8H Adventures channel, where I run my own campaign, Agents of the Circle. It's a homebrew campaign set in the realm of Eberron. I run it for my friends. Chaos and hilarity ensues. We're in our 5th and final season. The cast has finally made it down to the 36th chamber of the Temple of the Wu-Tang, and all types of shit is about to go down. And then there's going to be more stuff that happens this season, because the last season is going to be redonkulous. So stay tuned for that. If you want to know more about the show, actually, we're also a podcast. We were originally a podcast, and all 5 seasons are out wherever you get your podcast. So there's that. On Saturdays, you can also find me with 8H Adventures as we switch back and forth every week between Unlicensed Magic War Crimes, where I play Xanathus Illyrised, who is my Eladrin Oath of the Watcher Paladin / Aberrant Mind Sorcerer. I believe that is that the game we're playing this week? No, I think this week is a Heroes Arc week, where you can find me playing Raziel, Michelangelo Draconis Jahari the 72nd, the current king of the nation of Ukandish, but he is also an Asimar necromancer who has recently been betrayed by his party, or seemingly betrayed by his party. He doesn't know that he has not been betrayed, but he's got feelings about that whole thing. So we'll find out what happens then, as the BBEG, or at least a mid boss, tries to steal his soul for reasons. And on Sundays, you can find me with 8H Adventures as we play through our timey-wimey game, The Tale That Never Was, where I play Iodeji Nyota, aka Io, who is my Kalishtar Aberrant Mind Sorcerer, and I also play his quarry, Sidra, and that character is my answer to what if Howl from Howl's Moving Castle was a Kalishtar and Calcifer was his quarry. So check that out. One of the players is a Time Lord, sort of, because they keep regenerating into different people from their past lives, keep regenerating back and forth. It's wacky. Just check it out. You'll also be able to find me soon in a project that I've spearheaded that I can't really talk about right now because it's super secret. You'll find out more about it this coming spring as I start to wrap up Agents of the Circle. What I can tell you is that the wonderful Cove is involved in this project, it's going to be a great time. It's probably the most ambitious thing I've ever attempted. So we'll see how it goes, and I think it's going to be great. I think it's going to be amazing. So stay tuned in for that. I'll be announcing stuff via social media and all that stuff. There may or may not even be a Patreon involved. Who knows? We're still figuring that shit out. May the dice roll ever in your favor, as always.
Thank you, sir. And finally, you can find Dinner and Games information in our link tree. The links for our information and all these amazing creators is in our chat right now. Remember, the best thing you can do for any creator is give them a follow. It shows that you were willing to take that little bit of time to give us that little bit of love, and that boosts our serotonin through the roof. So, we are going to go ahead and say goodnight to you all. We're going to go ahead and raid out of here and into ADH Adventures, and we are going to say hi to them when we get there. We're going to let them know Dinner and Games sent you. to. And if you've never raided before, we're just going to take our audience into their audience, and make sure you refresh your screen when you get there, because that will help with their analytics and help them get their stream sorted out to further to other people. So we will see you guys tomorrow night for Kingdoms of Mist. Or not.
I don't know if you saw.
And I saw the post. Yeah, or not. But we'll do something tomorrow night. We just don't know what yet. Well, we will. But anyway,
Just let my husband be unhinged. Just let my husband be unhinged for like a few hours.
He's there for chaos.
That's
I
what
don't know that's not what we do.
I was gonna say that's what we do every Wednesday. I let him fly at like warp 9 and chop with Liz and chop a demon in half.
If y'all do a community thing, have him go on his dolphin rant for like an hour. My husband used to be a sonar tech. He hates dolphins now because of it.
I need a Cove versus Sam.
On dolphin.
Cove, you busy tomorrow? You can come on.
Oh shit.
On ocean.
No.
And so, but
I will be watching the VOD of that if that happens.
So we're going to go ahead and say goodnight to all of y'all because I got to try and go get some sleep. Remember, at dinner game, we always say, you a seat at the table. Do your best to stay safe, social distance where you can. Wear a mask when you can because we want you to be able to come back as often as possible and enjoy these shows and any other shows you choose to enjoy. And do that, you have to be healthy and safe. We love you all very much. Stick around for a few moments while we raid, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week no matter what you do. All right.